People, welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream, and today we'll call this Watchalong settings, people, because we don't like any of them, but it's just which one you dislike the most, I suppose. But Carabao Cup quarter-final, we handled our business last night, just about, made hard work of it, and today we can relax. Tottenham against Man United from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, aka the shiny toilet. Big up to everyone locked in. Hope you're well. Man United have made a lot of changes today. And Tottenham have made a few changes. So that might sway the way you think this result's going to go. Big up to everyone locked in. If you didn't see me on the 2 p.m. stream today, good to be back. Obviously, we had a blackout last night. I don't know what the hell was going on. My stream just blacked out. It probably goes down as another famous stream on the channel, to be honest. The dot along, the whisper along, the shirt rip, the blackout. We've had a lot of different situations we've had to deal with, but anyway, we're here, people. We're here. You know what I mean? Calm today. Calm. I'm gonna be chilled today. Honestly, I'm just gonna be relaxed. Like, yeah, look at these two. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really that bothered. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting. We'll be live for a while as well because we're going to watch the Carabao Cup draw afterwards and see who Arsenal get drawn against. We'll see. You had mad numbers, bro. We had 6.5k when the stream went down at half time, which was crazy. But as I said, to finish the stream with 2k, and it was a black screen for the whole second half. Unbelievable support. So big up everyone who was locked in. No pressure on us, Big CB. A nice watch. Somebody said to me, I think it was when we played Fulham. Somebody said to me, Are you looking forward to the game today? It was just somebody random. Like, oh, are you looking forward to the game? I said, I don't often look forward to an Arsenal game. I'll be honest, I don't. Because it's nerve-wracking, and sometimes it's not even a high standard of football. But I probably enjoy watching these games more because I watch it, I'm relaxed, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Arsenal games just make me nervous at the moment. We got 6 minutes until kickoff. One thing, I'm not going to talk about this too long, but if you was in the chat earlier today, I was talking about Gyökeres and how it looks like Arsenal are not going to go for him. Some people agree, some don't. It sounds like they want Isak, but Isak is probably more difficult to get. So that always concerns me. Now, Sami Mokbel just put a story out in the Daily Mail about Arsenal and Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal have been consistently linked with Victor Gyökeres. However, the Mail Sport has learned there are reservations over a move for the player. Gyökeres has a reported £85 million release clause in his contract. A big financial commitment, particularly when you consider he will be 27 by the time next season starts. I don't understand in football now why like 27's considered like you're old. Like he might not even be in his prime yet. When you look at Benzi won the Ballon d'Or at like 32, 33. So, but anyway, there are also said to be some concerns over whether he can replicate his goal-scoring record in one of Europe's major leagues, having built his reputation in Portugal. I get that, but at the same time, how do you justify spending 55 million on Benjamin Sesko, who hasn't scored more than 15 league goals in the Bundesliga? You're right, Tyrell. It is all resale value. These guys are looking at it. Oh, worst case scenario, if it doesn't work, how do we sell him in 3 years' time? And I don't know. It's a tricky one. What do you guys think about this? I mean, you're talking about the most informed striker in Europe, and Arsenal basically saying we're taking ourselves out of the race, which is interesting. It is interesting. We signed Marino. He's 28. I suppose the argument will be Marino costs 35 mil. Gyökeres 85 mil. I've always said on this channel, people, that I don't believe Arsenal really want Gyökeres. I've always said it. None of the sources linking us to him have ever seemed justified. I think they want Isak, but I've got a feeling we end up with Benjamin Sesko. But who knows? Who knows? Exactly. You ain't going to care about resale value if you're winning trophies. Exactly. And if the guy's a top player, who cares? That guy D said, I think that's just because he said he'd prefer Man U. Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Never wanted you anyway. Shameless settings. I think it's one of them. Mockbell also wrote Isak is on the top of our list. I think what Arsenal are hoping for, and we'll go into more detail with that tomorrow. I think Arsenal are hoping Newcastle don't qualify for Europe, and then Isak puts pressure on them to sell him, and maybe you get him for less than 100 million. Maybe you can get him out of there for 80, 90 million, but that's all ifs, buts, and maybes. You know, and I prefer dealing with certainties, and for certain you can buy him for 85 million, but I don't know. Anyway, let's not concentrate on Arsenal too much. The Carabao Cup draw is afterwards. Owen said, I want Arsenal to sign Gibbs White. Good player. When he signed for Forest, a lot of people were saying 42 million for a guy from Wolves who's not even starting for them. I think now he's justified that. He's in the England squad. Let's concentrate on tonight's game. Big up everyone locked in. We are closing in on 85,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, caress and smash that button. We are about 34 away from 85k. The Tottenham team tonight, 4-star. Pedro Porro, Jed Spence, Archie Gray and Dragazin. So, I mean, no Van der Ven, no Udogi, no Ramiro, and no Vicario. So, four of their back five are out. You then go into midfield. Sarr, Basuma, Maddison, Kulusevski, Son, and Solanke. So, the midfield and front line very strong. Kulusevski, I think, has been brilliant for them this season in that central role. Son is their main player. Solanke, of course, was their big money signing, and Maddison. Their bench is a lot of young players: Reguilon, Bergvall, Austin, Johnson, Whiteman, Hardy, Olasise, Lancashire, and Reguilon. The Man United team: Bayern Deer, Lenny Yoro, Lindelof, Lissandro, Mazraoui, Dalot, Ugarte, Eriksson, Anthony, Bruno Fernandes, and Højlund. Big surprise there, man. I mean, Amarim's just walked into the team. Ahmad has just got man of the match. I'm really surprised that he's not playing. I'm actually surprised that Amarim has rotated as much as that. I know it probably took a lot out of them in the Manchester City game, but to play Anthony and take Ahmad out. No Marcus Rashford in the squad, people. Of course, he looks like he's heading out. On the bench, Onana, Evans, Mainu, Casemiro, Ahmad, Malacia, Xerxes, Maguire, and Garnacho. Garnacho back in the squad after missing the last game, people. The game is on Sky Sports main event, people. I saw them Dewsbury Hall links. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. Don't want anything to do with any Chelsea reject. I just don't. Give me a score predictions, people. Who are we going for? I actually think that Man United team, I'm not sure about it. Lindelof, Anthony, but they have just beat Man City, but they don't have their first choice keeper. I'm not sure. I think Tottenham might nick it 2-1. The only thing I will say, Man United's bench is better than Tottenham, so maybe if they're drawing. Wow, yeah, 50 Cent, Davido and Mary J. Blige, Tottenham Stadium, 3rd of July. I'm not going to that. Met 50 this year. Don't go to a Tottenham Stadium. Yeah, who do we want to win? I mean, we spoke about it earlier. A lot of you in the chat were saying you actually want Tottenham. Here's Son for Tottenham. Kulusevski out on the left-hand side. Whips it across. Oh, great tackle. Early chance there. Onana on the bench, yeah. I actually rated Dewsbury Hall at Leicester. He's derailed his career by thinking he's getting played. The thing with Dewsbury Hall, I mean, he didn't he come through playing left back and then ended up as like a midfielder? What the hell can you do with Dewsbury Hall at Arsenal? No disrespect. He was decent at Leicester, right? But come on. I can't believe that apparently Skriniar is meant to be leaving PSG on loan to go to Galatasaray. I mean, you're talking about a guy that a year or two ago, people were quoting you 60, 70 million to get him from Inter Milan. And I mean, Dewsbury Hall, he had an amazing season in the Championship, 12 goals, 14 assists, made 5 substitutes appearances for Chelsea in the league. Nothing going on. Man United keeper kicks out for a throw-in. I haven't seen this guy play much. He will invert him, no doubt. He will invert him. I don't want Dewsbury Hall anywhere near Arsenal. Abdo said, Big C, you are so relaxed when Arsenal is not playing. Honestly, I'm a very laid-back person. But Arsenal, as I always say, people, Arsenal is the Truman Show. It's a social experiment. It's not normal behaviour. It's not normal supporting Arsenal. So always expect the unexpected, which is something crazy. Jed Spence finally getting game time at Tottenham. He's at left back today. No Udogie. Amorim said he will prioritise the league. I mean, I suppose... Listen, the problem is, and this is where football's gone a bit crazy nowadays, unfortunately, you probably get more money by getting in Europe than you will winning the Carabao Cup. If, you know, at the moment, Man United are 13th. If they get top 6, get Europa League, that's going to bring them more revenue than winning the Carabao Cup, which is a sad thing about football nowadays, that, you know, these owners, obviously business, they're prioritising money sometimes. Big C stands for chill. I'm the chill guy, you know, like the chill guy meme who just stands there. I'm the chill guy, people, but when it's Arsenal, I'm crazy. Moncler Derby. I don't know if Ange wears Monclers, but yeah. Does Ange wear Monclers? I know Amorim does. I think Amorim's a good manager. I'm not even going to cap. Diana said, I don't think Amorim doesn't want a trophy with Man U this year. I think he knows that United, for him to build, if United win the Carabao Cup and finish 8th and don't have no Europe, that's a terrible position to build from for him. He needs them to be in Europe. He needs to be able to convince players to go there. And the League Cup alone won't do that. I think he'd win it, but if he could, but he's not going to... He's got to prioritise the league. Nay said just to chill. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? Exactly. Curtis with a Hulk Arsenal. Taz said, you ever played Football Manager? You get like 50k for winning it. I do. It's peanuts, isn't it? For these clubs. Alvin said, I've been watching streams for ages. Hope you're well, my guy. I've been busy and everything. What's your opinion on women's football? I think it's improving massively. They're starting to invest big money in it now, and you've seen like the Emirates has actually been sold out for games. I think the standard's improving. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch a lot of it because I didn't think the standard was great, but it's improved a lot. And I think with England winning the Euros and the amount of... Listen, it's like anything. If you invest in something, it's going to get better. And they're investing in women's football, and it's getting better and better. And I think now... more young girls will want to play football because they've seen England win the Euros and things like that. United are cutting costs by cancelling Christmas parties. I saw that. I thought that was a wind-up. I mean, I'm not being funny. You expect that if you work in an office. You know what I mean? I work in an office and they've cancelled the Christmas party because they don't want to spend a few £100. You're talking about the biggest football club in England cancelling a Christmas party to save a few grand. That's crazy. Barca women are OP. Yeah, they're mad. They're mad. Ball over the top. Solanke. Very intrigued to watch Lenny Yoro. There's a lot of hype around him. Real Madrid wanted him. Even I had a Christmas party working at TK Maxx. You know what I mean? You work at TK Maxx, Bruno Fernandes. You'll get a Christmas party. You play for Man United, you ain't getting one. It's crazy. Yeah, United. But they don't want to pay for a Christmas party. Hey, maybe Rashford pops too many bottles. You know what I mean? Maybe he pops too many bottles. Here's Kulusevski for Tottenham, edge of the box. They've got an overload. Maddison should have found Son there. Pass was blocked. And United are on the counter-attack. Christian Eriksen, former Tottenham player. Here come United. This is their first attack. United have got a really strange team out. Anthony and Bruno behind Højlund. So they're playing wing-backs again. I've predicted 2-1 to Tottenham. Just based off, I think their attack will cause Man United problems. Too much gold stake, yeah, exactly. Big up Highbury's local badge. Hope you're well, bro. Can we beat Palace away? Of course we can. Of course we can beat them. It'll be a more difficult game. Daniel Levy is there. How he's managed to hold on to that club for so long, I'll never know. I'm shocked that their fans have never completely turned on him and tried to apply pressure on him. But hey, Rashford is done out. Story today saying he wants to go to La Liga. Do you think... the thing is, they're saying he might even go on loan until the end of the season. I think a big club would take him on loan. I think a very big club would take him on a loan deal. When you think over the years, some of the players that have ended up at these clubs, it would be interesting what club he would end up at on a loan deal. But then on a permanent, it'll be different. Jay Black said, first neutral watch along in Adras. Can finally sit back and relax. No stress. Exactly. We're chilling. He'll go Saudi. If he goes Saudi, then we know his motivation. Because if you're going Saudi at 27, you know, that's not good. But his brand is so big that they might offer him crazy, crazy money. Listen, on loan, I would probably take him on loan. But I don't think United would allow him to go to an English club on loan. I think they'll want him to leave the country. I've said for a long time he needs a better club. He needs a better club. I mean, look, bro. Look, you're spot on. McTominay is balling at Napoli. And nobody really rated McTominay. I called him McChicken Sandwich. Do you know what I mean? And now he's doing bits over there in Italy. He's doing bits for Scotland. Looks a decent player. I think Man United has been a difficult place for attacking players for a long time. I really do. I think if Rashford gets the right move, he will do all right. I really do. I'd take him on loan, not on a permanent. Corner to Man United. Ericsson. Keeper flaps at it. Sandro scoops it back over, goes out for a goal kick. Rashford on loan for banter. Yeah, exactly. I'd take him on loan. John said, how good was Gabriel Batistuta, bro? You remember the goal he scored against Arsenal at Wembley, past David? Bro, his right foot was like a sledgehammer. It was absolutely ferocious. It was like Adriano's shot with the right foot, though, instead. Crazy. Crazy. Steppers going. On loan, bro. On loan. Permanent? No chance. No chance. But he was good. I miss Cazorla, said H. Oh, mate, we all miss Santi. Actually, I just realised today it was Gabriel Magalhaes and Alexis Sanchez's birthday. What, Rashi on loan? Well, what you got to lose? You'd have nothing to lose. You bring him in. If he's poor, you just sit him down on the bench. And if he does well, that's great for us, and you get to laugh at Man United. Remember, I said on loan, not on a permanent. It's Højlund! Højlund! Oh, he gets caught. He had a chance there. Got the ball caught under his feet. On loan. Big C Marino is better than... Oh, dear. Would he get along with Arteta? Probably not. Probably not when he turns up with the Louis jacket. We ain't getting him anyway. It's irrelevant. Irrelevant. Marino is like, yeah, I think people were trolling me. Somebody said earlier, Marino, what did he say? He's better than Fabregas or something, or Cazorla. It was wild, but Rashford, yeah, I hear you. People saying I should go on time up, saying I'll take him on loan. I'll go. I can go if you need me to. Højlund there, I mean, the ball, his first touch, yeah, he shows draggers in the ball. Who is faster, Xhaka, J20 or Marino? I'm not lying. It could be Granit Xhaka. It's meant to be Marino. Bruno Fernandes, that's a good ball across the 6-yard box. Goes out for a goal kick. Maybe didn't get the angle to whip it back in. Don't do the black screen again. I'll try not to, man. It was out of my hands. I don't know how it happened. Sterling got a Spotify playlist for the bench. It's sad. He wants to sign for us, apparently, just for vibes. Here come Tottenham. Saw. He's got Son on the right-hand side up against Mazraoui. Cuts inside. Son tries to bend it in the far corner. It goes wide. Definitely knew what he was going to do there. And it was red. Marino's dead. I can't believe the hype they tried to make about him, says Cole. I mean, I spoke about it earlier today, and listen, the community didn't all agree with me, and that's fine. I said, look, I'm not convinced by Marino. And I reiterate, I don't think he's a bad footballer. I just don't think he improves us a lot. And that's disappointing when we spent 2 months desperately chasing him. There was literally a saga around getting him. Here come Tottenham. Son again, up against Yoro. Good tackle by Yoro. Son had a heavy touch. Basuma gets tackled. I actually thought this might be a bit of a goal fest tonight. At the moment, it's looking like maybe not. Free kick. Maddison brought down there by Ugarte. Free kick about 30 yards out. Bjorn, I'm with you, bro. He said, I feel dirty watching the Spuds. When I was making the thumbnail, and obviously my picture's on the thumbnail, and then I had to write the two teams' names next to me. I was like, oh, what's that, brother? Like, get that away from me, man. I don't even want it near me. But we're here for vibes. We're here for vibes, people, you know? That's all it is. Xhaka is levels above Marino. He makes me miss Marino, and I want to Xhaka out for years. It makes you miss Xhaka, yeah. Number ratio. Yeah, we got 1,200 in here. Here's Son. Edge of the box. Shot. Good save by the goalkeeper. Comes out. Tottenham have scored. It's a goal for Tottenham. Dominic Solanke. Wow, I thought he was offside, but the flag hasn't gone up. Manchester United 0. Tottenham 1. Dominic Solanke has scored. When he was linked with Arsenal, I called him No Lanky. But yeah, that is a goal. Was he onside? Maddison takes the free kick quick, lays it off to Son. Son rolls it to the edge of the penalty area. Long range shot. I think that was Porro. Fair play, he's onside. It's a good finish. Scores off the near post. No VAR. That's a great call because he looked miles offside. Terrible defending by Manchester United. And Tottenham take the lead after 15 minutes. Goalkeeper there, Bayender, is it? He has not covered himself in glory. Slight deflection. You've got to palm that away. You've got to push that further to the side. It's a good finish. On the half volley, hits the near post and goes in. And Manchester United are a goal down after 15 minutes. Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0. I'm not really surprised. I predicted a 2-1 win to Tottenham. United's defence is poor. Solanke came through Cormac at Chelsea and then Liverpool bought him. He was breaking records at Chelsea Academy. Like Eddie was in the academy as well, to be honest. Solanke got bought by Liverpool, didn't work out, went to Bournemouth. Here's Rasmus Højlund up against Dragazin. I just think this United setup just doesn't look like they're going to create many chances. They're very narrow. They're playing like two attacking midfielders behind the striker. It just doesn't seem to be working. So we'll see. We will see, people. More like Dragonite, yeah. Ryan Cherky. Is that the guy from Lyon? Let me check. Does he play for Lyon? Yeah, 21 years of age. I haven't seen much of him. I've seen some highlight reels of him. He looks techie. He looks techie. I actually don't know how good he is. You guys probably know more about him than me, to be honest. Here come United. Bruno Fernandes. Great ball in again. Højlund can't get there. He doesn't look happy with him. It's gone out for a throw. Højlund. Bruno's shaking his head. I actually think that's a good ball. Outside of the foot, I feel like he should really be desperate to get in there. Ion said, Big C, who would you take for the number 8? Barella, De Jong or Bruno? I would say, listen, I've said it many times on this channel. I love Barella. I would go Barella number 1, Bruno number 2, De Jong number 3. De Jong is a fantastic player. His wages are outrageous and he's injury prone. So what's the point? Bruno Guimaraes, I like him. He's a bit of a scumbag, but a good player. But I love Barella. I think Barella's an absolute baller. So techie. So good on the ball. But I just don't think we'd get him. I don't think he wants to leave. Everything I've read about him always says how happy he is in Italy. But then money talks. You turn up, you say, what? Let's see what wages you're on. And we'll see how much you like it. Let's have a look at Barella. He's 27. Turns 28. Arsenal already saying they don't want to buy Gyökeres because he's 27. So they probably wouldn't go near Barella. He's on 200 grand a week. So yeah, he ain't picking up peanuts. Guy's an absolute baller. Absolute baller. One in the chat for Fury Boxer. I was thinking, why is everyone writing ones in the chat? All right, we'll try and sort that. Well, I don't know what time the fight is. Does anyone know what time the fight is? I know it's in Saudi, but I know sometimes the fights in Saudi are a little bit earlier. Anyone know what time the fight is? Because obviously Arsenal are playing at 5:30. I don't know what time. 10 p.m. UK, yeah? We know there's always a slight delay. It might be. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Maybe we could do that. Crunching challenge by Jed Spence. He gives away a free kick. I thought he won the ball. Gives a free kick to Man United. Main fight 10 p.m. Yeah, that's all right. I was thinking there might be a crossover from the Arsenal game to the fight. I thought it was like 8 o'clock or something. But yeah. Somebody just put the Gyökeres story in the chat. My apologies. I didn't click on it, but I did speak about it at the beginning of the show. So for anyone just tuning in, basically the story that Sammy Mockbell is running with, and he is usually quite reliable. He's saying basically Arsenal are not in for Gyökeres. I did speak about that in a lot of detail today, that I didn't think we were in for him. The story was saying maybe he wants to go Man United to be reunited with Amorim, and apparently his dream move is Barcelona. They are saying that Isak is at the top of our list, but we know Isak has 3 years left in the summer, no release clause. My thing is just this, Arsenal. If you're walking away from Gyökeres, you have got to deliver Isak to this football club. If they deliver Isak, I will fall back and say no problem. No problem. But do not walk away from Gyökeres. Not negotiate Isak out of Newcastle and you sign Benjamin Seska. I'm sorry, that can't happen. Ball over the top, Bruno. Good defending by Pedro Porro. Too strong for him there. Portuguese battle. In fact, is Porro Portuguese or Spanish? I think he's Spanish, actually, isn't he? I always thought he was Portuguese, but I think... No, he's Spanish. He played in Portugal. My apologies. Yeah, those stories worry me. Those stories always concern me. I said today, Arsenal have 3 options. You sign Gyökeres, you sign Isak, or you sign Osimhen. There's no excuse. I don't want no Benjamin Seska. That guy ain't good enough. He ain't going to win us no league title. But this is Arsenal, so you never know. Kamani said, we won't get a striker, we'll get right wing cover. You're probably right. United left-hand side. Pulled back, Eriksson! Deflected, blocked on the line and cleared. Didn't make good contact with it. Edge of the box on his left foot. And it's cleared. Ball whipped in back post. Couple of deflections. Tottenham scrambling a little bit. Haven't seen Sesko at Leipzig. He looked pony at the Euros. I watched him play the other week. Was it against... I think they played Celtic. Was it Celtic? Anyway, he looked awful. He looked awful. I know he's 6'5", but I don't care how tall he is. He's got 5 goals in 14. I mean, they have Havertz numbers, man. I'm not interested in him. Not interested at all. Yeah, 5 goals, 14 goals last season. I don't want him. I don't want him. Oh, here he goes. It's not going to lie. You kind of look like Solanke, Calvert-Lewin, Wan-Bissaka, Cameron Jerome, Xavi Simons. Yeah, this guy. You might deserve a timeout for that. The one that really irritates me is Wan-Bissaka. He looks like Kermit the Frog. Bruno Fernandes gets clattered there by Saar. Referee gives a free kick and a yellow card. William said Arteta will buy Rashford for the Gyökeres fun watch. Probably, yeah. You're actually right. We go and buy their player and then they go and buy him. Free kick to Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. He's been Man United's best player. Because him and Anthony are sort of playing left and right attacking midfield. It's a clumsy challenge from Saar. Didn't need to make a challenge there. Yeah. That could be a timeout settings. Just for the banter. No black along today. Fortunately not. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. 35 subscribers away from 85k people. Let's get there tonight. 1,400 of you in the chat. Let's get at least... We need 1,000 likes. Come on. Don't do me dirty, people. We're chilling today. The draw is after the game. We will stay live for the draw, people. We will stay live for the draw. Free kick to Manchester United. Eriksen whips it in. He shoots. He puts it over the bar. He will have a point to prove. Obviously, former Tottenham player. He went to... Where did he go? I think he went into Milan, didn't he? Then Brentford. And then United. I don't think he's been a great signing for United, really. But I suppose they did get him on a free. So, I suppose a squad player. Shamrock Rovers being robbed. Are Chelsea playing tonight? That's crazy. Big up Shamrock Rovers, man. I did not know Chelsea were playing. Conference League settings. Come on, Shamrock Rovers. Who are we getting in January? Are we getting anyone in January should be the question. I don't think we'll do much. Jed Spence brought down by Mazraoui there. Yellow card. Jed Spence nicks it. Mazraoui was waiting for the pass to reach him there. And it's a free kick and a yellow card. Tafadzwa said FIFA really fumbled the bag with EA Sport. I don't know about anybody else, but FIFA, I still call it FIFA. I think the game's got worse since EA have ran it. They need to make another game if they can't link back up and do it. There was talk of 2K and FIFA coming together. Oh, what a turn by Kulusevski! Good save at the near post by the goalkeeper. It's a great turn in the penalty area, man. Throw into Manchester United. Really good save. Yeah, FIFA's washed, man. You know, when we was younger, you had Pro Evo, you had FIFA. I remember a Champions League game, actually, that was decent as well. Why nowadays is everyone sitting there going, oh, well, FIFA have got a game and no one else is going to make one? This EAFC, man, I don't rate it. I don't rate it at all. Big up Kaiser. He said, yes, Curtis, who's your top 5 foreign players in the Prem era? No Arsenal players allowed. Oh, I need to be calm with the... Let me respond to you in a sec. Here's Kulusevski. I'm thinking already. Top 5 foreign players in the Premier League. No Arsenal player. I'll be honest. I think Cantona is unbelievable. He turned Man United around. So I'll put Eric Cantona in there. To be honest, probably got to put Cristiano Ronaldo in there. I know he didn't do it for a long time, but what he did, it was seriously up there. Who else am I going to put? Cantona, Ronaldo. I don't just want to put Man United players in there. I suppose really you've got to put Salah in there for what he's done. He did say foreign players, right? Yeah, I was going to say, Aguero as well. Drogba. Torres didn't really win much though, did he? So I feel like I can't put Torres. Suarez, Zola. I'm going to go... Zola was serious. Kevin De Bruyne as well, yeah. That is a great question. I mean, really, I know we're only looking at attacking players, but Peter Schmeichel, there's a lot. All right, I'm going Cantona, CR7. Who's the best Chelsea player that I've seen, really? Zola was unreal. I feel like the Drog. I feel like feed the Drog and he will score. He transformed that team. I'm going Drogba. I think you've got to go Sergio Aguero. David Silva was some player as well. You lot are putting me under... Yo, Kaiser, you've put me under all sorts of pressure. I love Hazard as well. There's too many. There's too many. Man saying Rooney. Nah, foreign players, bro. Apparently, if Shamrock scored against Chelsea... Yaya Toure, man. He was unbelievable. He was ridiculous. Yaya. Oh, my days. Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne won the treble. Luis Suarez as well, but he never won anything. He was incredible. I'll go Drogba, Cantona, Cristiano Ronaldo. And then I'll go Sergio Aguero. He scored the most famous goal in Premier League history. And after that, Hazard maybe. Hazard or De Bruyne, Yaya Toure. The fifth one's difficult. It's a great... Did I put Salah in there? You got to put Salah in there. Ronaldo, Cantona, Drogba, Salah. Then Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero, Yaya Toure. One of them. It's a great question. Bale, David Silva, yeah. No, he said don't include any Arsenal players. Obviously, it would have been Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira. You know what I mean? It's a great question. I'd need more time, actually, to really... Van Dijk as well. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Eriksen, edge of the box. Dummies it. Shot by Anthony. Blocked. I don't think Anthony can actually hit the ball with power. Like, have you ever seen Anthony drill a ball? Assassin said, Curtis, I was in a nightclub in central London. I bumped into Eze. He's a cool brother. I asked him if he would join Arsenal in the future. He basically said... Let's see. Would you take him? Bro, I was saying it on the stream last night, man. Can you imagine Declan Rice with Eze and Odegaard? Eze just would be amazing at Arsenal. I would love him. I would love him in the team. Did anyone rate Chicharito? He was good. He was a good poacher. Scored some good goals. I remember watching Yaya Toure live and thinking it looked like... It genuinely looked like he shouldn't be on the pitch. Not because he was bad. Because he was so big and so good and so quick. It felt like it was unfair. It was like, are you sure? This guy's like 6'5". He's built like an absolute tank. He was striding through our midfield. He could shoot with no backlift. Left or right foot. He was an absolute joke. I've honestly never seen a player live like Yaya Toure. I've never seen him. It genuinely a cheat code. I don't know how you would play against him. He was that good. Yeah, we had him on trial at Arsenal. Apparently Wenger played him up front. He was so big he put him up top. Naturally, he's not a striker. He didn't play that well. He never signed him. You know? He never signed him. So he signed Kolo. He should have signed them both. If he'd have played him centre mid, he might have done really well and we could have got him. Here come Tottenham, right-hand side. Kulusevski. Chips it into the back. I have to admit, Kulusevski's a good player, man. I think he's an Arsenal fan as well, right? I always saw that picture of him outside the Emirates. Oh, footwork. Kulusevski strong as well. Up against Dalot. Dalot gets the better of him, though. Santiago Munez. Well, a hell of a movie. All-time 11. Oh, it'd take me ages, I'll be honest. We'll do it in a stream. We'll do a Q&A stream over Christmas. Reason we didn't sign him was work permit problems. Yeah, maybe. That probably makes sense. Would you celebrate a Conference League trophy? I am shameless, so I probably would. I'd probably moan about the competition every single game, and then when we win the final, I would shamelessly celebrate it. So yeah, let me say yeah. Why not? It's not like we win loads of trophies, so... Vincent said, Curtis, you're a funny guy who happens to be a talented commentator. Would love more non-Arsenal streams or even non-football. Yeah, listen, I definitely think I've got to try and do more on the channel. You know, ball whipped out wide. No, goalkeeper collect. Yeah, I've got to put more content out. 100%. I'm aware of that. We definitely got to do more. The Swedish attack is ridiculous. Gyökeres, Isak and Kulusevski, yeah? That is decent, to be fair. Here come Man United. We've got 12 minutes till half-time. Man United have not been great. The game in general hasn't. Oh, Son's just nutmeg Lenny Yoro. Great tackle by Ugarte. He gets up. Still gets there. Kulusevski. Twisting. Twists up Lindelof. Oh, nearly an own goal. Goes out for a corner. Ugarte nearly scores an own goal there. And it goes out for a corner. Son was on the floor. Somehow managed to get up off the floor, come away with the ball. Kulusevski chops Lindelof. Nutmegs him with the pass. Ugarte clears it off the near post. Tevez was serious. I love Tevez, man. You ready for Don Goodman and Neil Lennon draw? I don't know what it is, but the Carabao Cup, they never get any glamorous players, do they, for the draw? It's always some championship or... I know I'm being disrespectful here to them guys, but... Corner to Tottenham. Son in-swinging corner. I think a second goal would... The thing is, Man United have got a decent bench. I think they're going to need to change it to get back into the game. A lot of Man United players warming up at the moment. Son to take the corner. In-swinger. Favourite number 10, says Melbourne. Mine was Pablo Aimar. I don't know if he's my favourite number 10, but one of my favourite... Listen, I think my favourite 10 is Ronaldinho. But if you want one that's a bit left field, that not many people will say, my favourite 10 is Riquelme. The OGs in the chat will know about Riquelme. That guy, I used to love watching that guy play. Riquelme. Argentinian Donny people. Ball whipped in by Son. Flicked on at the near post. It's up in the air. Man United should clear it. Solanke is appealing for a penalty. Referee says no. Oh, Totti was a baller as well. I did like Totti, but no, Riquelme. And he missed the penalty in the Champions League semi-final against Arsenal. Shot, long range. Goes out for a goal kick. Tottenham there. I thought it was deflected. Yeah, Riquelme, man, was serious. Zidane as well, of course. Zizou. I'm just thinking of one. Obviously, the number 10, you're going to go Messi. You're going to go Maradona. Pele, but I'm going for the ones maybe our age group. Tottenham on the attack. Son, left foot shot. It's blocked. Ball's bouncing around like a pinball. Man United clear. I mean, Anthony's got the ball there. I genuinely think that Anthony is the worst signing in Premier League history. I don't think anybody has ever spent £90 million that badly. I just don't. Oh, Aimar was a hell... Oh, Pablo Mari. Yo. Lukaku ruined him, didn't he? But Aimar was serious. Rivaldo, unbelievable. Seedorf, incredible. Ball over the top. Bruno Fernandes in a bit of space. Tries to roll it across. Should he have hit that? Comes out to Dallo. Bruno might get it back here. I have to admit, I was a big fan of Rui Costa. Bruno whips it in again. Scrambling away. United retain possession. Bruno Fernandes, 25 yards out, shoots, puts it wide. About a yard or two wide. Don't think the keeper was that worried. Now Willow, Nedved winds me up because Nedved won. Didn't he win the Ballon d'Or ahead of Henry? Nedved was a good player, but once he won that award ahead of Thierry, I just... it kind of made me not like Nedved. Bit of a quiet game. Whose volley is better, Di Canio or Van Persie? I mean, Di Canio's was like a scissor kick, wasn't it? So I think his is more difficult. But I love Van Persie, the way he hits the ball. There's something about left-footed players. Do you know what I mean? Don't you think people like, when I used to watch cricket back in the day, left-footed batsman. Brian Lara is my favourite cricket player. Left-footed players just look, there's something elegant about the left foot because we're not used to it. Here's Højlund, 25 yards out. Højlund shoots, drags it wide on the volley. I think he should have done better there, He had a little bit of time. That's why he loves Havertz. I mean, the good left foot, not the stinky one. Not the stinky one. I tell you what, this is a poor game of football. I think if Tottenham score again, United might be finished. Neither one of them look good, though. Maddison gets caught. Here's Son. Looking for Solanke. Good defending. Lissandro goes out for a throw-in. Do you rate Maldini? Bro, I don't think anybody in the football world doesn't rate Maldini. Do you know what I mean? He's one of the best defenders of all time, to be honest. So, yeah. These right-backs, Bellerin, Chambers, Cedric. Whatever order, Jenkinson will be at the bottom of that list. Let's just put it that way. Lichtsteiner was like an old man. Do you know what? You've probably written it in order, to be honest. Bellerin, when he first came through, was good, and he faded quickly. Chambers was mid, but Cedric, good chat in the petrol station, but he was past his best, but he was okay. He was a mid-table level player or bottom half. Lichtsteiner was like an old pensioner. And Jenkinson, I'm convinced, ain't even a footballer. Maddison falls awkwardly there. He slipped. Great ball into him by Son. Tottenham retain possession. Son again. He's been dangerous for Tottenham. Saar finds Porro right-hand side. Whips it in, headed up in the air by Lindelof, cleared by Eriksson. United look awful. Yeah, we're doing the draw after. We'll do the draw. I hope it doesn't take too long after the actual game. But we'll see. How bad was Mustafi? Is he the worst? I don't think he is the worst. I think because of his personality and how he acted and how much money he cost, that's what made people not like him so much. I think Scalacci. I actually think the worst centre-back I've ever seen at Arsenal. Well, I say that. As I'm about to say the name, there's a few others, but I think I hated Mikel Silvestre. I won't use the word hate. That's extreme. I don't want to say hate. He was washed up at United, and he was even more washed up at Arsenal. He was terrible. Johan Joru, how bad was he? Saigan, Stepanovs actually could be the worst. Here come United. Dallo, left-hand side, corner of the penalty area. Bruno puts in a great ball. Eriksson doesn't get there. Bruno must be sitting here going, how many times do I have to deliver? It's like the Domino's driver turning up at your door, handing you a fresh pizza, and you drop it all over the carpet. I've delivered it, mate. What more do you want me to do? You know what's interesting about football is that some players, you get to a point with them where you say, I don't rate them. But the team that they play for could be the problem. Because I actually think if Bruno played for a better team, he'd be a better player. I think at United, they let him do whatever he wants, which doesn't help. And his personality's he's a bit of a moaner. He's always sulking and throwing his arms up in the air and that. But I do think Bruno would be a good player. Imagine if Bruno played for like Barcelona or something. He's got a fantastic eye for a pass. He can shoot. He's technically very sound. He's just playing for a poor team. And here he is. He's been Man United's best player. Look at that. Look at that ball again. Look at the state of that finish. Honestly, he's been their best player by miles. Mazraoui gets under it. It's cleared out for a corner. I mean, look at that pass. He makes that look easy. It is bouncing. It's not easy for Mazraoui, but I'm really surprised that Bruno has stayed at Man United for so long. I'm very surprised. I mean, they're obviously paying him big wages. He's probably missed... He's 30 now, so I don't think any big move would happen for him at this stage in his career. Corner to Manchester United. Ericsson with an absolute terrible corner. Jed Spence puts out for another corner. Do you still talk to Fran all the time, bro? All the time. I spoke to him today. Take Mamouche now or wait for Isak Gyökeres in the summer. The thing is, there's no excuse because they should get a Gyökeres now. I'm only interested in now with Arsenal. Buy Mamouche, then go and buy Gyökeres or Isak. Ball whipped into the back post, over hits it, goes out for a goal kick to Tottenham. Yeah, Franz, that's my boy, man, from years. Fran's keeping it moving. Yeah, man, big up that guy D. He's busy, man. He's busy. 10 trading. Type in 10 trading on YouTube. That's Fran's channel. If you want to stay in contact or you want to, get some advice from him. Lindelof down injured. He's coming off. Johnny Evans coming on. I still can't believe Johnny Evans plays for Man United. How old is Johnny Evans? Johnny Evans, 36. Got relegated with Leicester and got a move to Man United. Lindelof looks like he's crying. One thing I will never do on this channel, I tell you the truth, right? One thing you'll never see me do, you will never see me laugh or joke about a player getting injured, because it doesn't matter how much money you've got, it doesn't matter what level you play at. Injury is brutal in football, man, I'm telling you. You can see he's visibly upset. He knows he's not been starting at United. He gets an opportunity to start. He's injured. He's devastated. Look, shirt over his head. Angry but emotional at the same time. Horrible, horrible. Injury is the loneliest place in football because you're forgotten about when you're injured. Yeah, big up that guy D. He's put the link to Fran's channel in the chat. Game 545. I live in the States. Anytime I see an Arsenal jersey, I ask, why did they pick this team? It's always the same response. I don't know why. It's got to be Thierry, hasn't it? Unless you're younger. But yeah, basically Thierry. Luke said start, bench, sell. Torres, Raul, David Villa. That's a tough one because I was a massive fan of David Villa. I was a big fan of him. I wanted Arsenal to sign him. If you're going off the career, you've got to go Raul. He had an incredible career. Torres at Liverpool was outrageous, but I feel like his career went downhill after that. Where Raul and David Villa, their careers went longer. So you've got to go Raul, David Villa, Fernando Torres. That doesn't mean that's the order of my favourites. I actually preferred David Villa to Raul, which is controversial. I was a big fan of David Villa. I loved the way he played at Valencia. I wanted Arsenal to get him. He went to Barcelona. But you've got to go Raul Villa Torres. Torres' career flopped after Liverpool, man. He was washed. Chelsea and that, he just wasn't very good after the injuries. Anthony there, good little back heel. I honestly think if United make changes, they'll get back in this game. Left-hand side, Dallo. Pulls it back. Here's a chance. Ericsson! Shot's blocked. Again, doesn't make good contact with it. Didn't make good contact. Facts, I prefer Villa. Villa was a bit more silky. Raul was a great finisher, great poacher. But I just loved the way David Villa played football. He was amazing to watch, man. So for me, Villa would be my number one. But Raul definitely, you would say, had the biggest career. Jaden said, big up the best community on YouTube. What a showing. Over 2,000 were here just for the vibes. Big up to you, Curtis. Oh, unbelievable. Watching a blank screen. The support, amazing. 2 minutes added on. We're already 2 minutes over. This will be the last chance of the half. Mazraoui, crossing opportunity. He's got to cross it. He's going to lose it. He's lost it. Referee blows half time. Nothing more frustrating as a player when you know it's the last kick of the half and the guy doesn't put the ball in the area and you lose the ball. Crazy. Half time whistle goes. Tottenham 1, Man United 0. Snorefest, really. Tottenham have tried to make a few things happen. Tottenham have tried to make a few things happen, but United, if United had a bit more quality on, I think they would have caused Tottenham problems, because Tottenham do have a weaker defence. No Van der Ven, no Romero, and no Udogie, but 1-0 to Tottenham at half-time. Big up everyone locked in. Can we get to 85k tonight? Surely we can. We need about 30 subscribers and we're there, people. Ross Crook said, Big C, you need to do an all-time worst Arsenal 11. Don't forget my Donny, Andre Santos. He would definitely probably be there. I can't think of a worse left-back than him, really. There'll be a lot of competition in some other parts of the pitch, though, that's for sure. Maybe we'll do that when we have a bit of time. It's a bit disrespectful, but we'll do it. Big C, did you see Kaka's son? He plays exactly like him. Movement speed, everything, even here, sign him ASAP. Who does he play for? Who's he playing for? There's a lot of players who are like ex-players' sons who are coming through now at clubs. But yeah, I can imagine. Kaka was unbelievable. This is how you know football's crazy, right? Kaka was probably overshadowed by the likes of Ronaldo. When I say Ronaldo, I mean R9 Ronaldo and Ronaldinho. I think if Kaka was playing now, he'd be the best player in the world. I think he'd probably be the Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, I think he probably would be the Ballon d'Or winner, which is, it shows how the level has changed. I always say when I have this conversation, do I have to move with the times, the game's changed? I do think the game nowadays is built on athletes more than technical brilliance. To play football nowadays at a professional level, you have to be able to run. You've got to be able to move. Where there are a lot of players back then, the ball did the running for them. Emerson Royale wears Kaka's number. Football has fallen off a cliff. And what's the cause of it? So many people want to play football. It's the most popular sport in the world. The facilities are better. The sports science is better. The nutrition is better. Why are the players not better? And I think it is down to coaching. And I think it's this obsession with copy and pep. Everybody plays out from the back. So many systems. Lack of freedom. Lack of individual brilliance. Lack of tricks. When you watch games now, how many players get nutmegged? How many step-overs do you see? How many times do you see them flick it over their head? How many flip-flaps do you see? How much anything, really, do you see nowadays? Most wingers play like Jack Grealish. They look like they're buffering. You know, they're running, pretending to run at the fullback. Then they cut inside and roll it to the midfielder. And that's because they're being told, draw the fullback in and then give it to the midfielder rather than get at him and rip him apart. You just don't see it as much anymore. Who is better, Eduardo before the injury or Jesus pre-World Cup? Eduardo, my friend. Pure striker, pure finisher. Could have been a bit of a hero at Arsenal, because I think we could have won the title if he'd stayed fit. That injury ruined our season. Do you remember Adriano? Bro, 99 shot power, ISS Pro. Obafemi Martins and Adriano up front, Rakoba. Come on, bro. Put some respect on my name, of course. Of course, man. Them man are absolute classics of the gaming world and the football world. We used to run to get to Inter Milan because you wanted that 99 shot power Adriano and the 99 pace Obafemi Martins doing the backflips. Crazy, man. Crazy. Saw the 98 World Cup highlights. Do you remember Bebeto? Bebeto, bro. He was crazy. Bebeto and Romario and Dunga. Wild. Wild. Marcel says, give me Arsenal in the next round. Send them packing like we did a few years ago. Jota, I'll remember that. I'll stay quiet. I'll be honest, and I am going to be totally honest, Marcel. Out of every team, I would rather avoid Liverpool. Let me not cap. Right, I'm not going to cap. If we get Liverpool, cool, we go for them. I would rather not get them, though. I would rather play Liverpool in a one-off final than over 2 legs, because over 2 legs, they've still got that ability to lean on Anfield. I would rather play Liverpool at Wembley in the final in a one-off game than play them over 2 legs. That's my opinion. And if it is over 2 legs, I hope we get the home leg first. No, that's totally wrong. I want it to be at Anfield first, then bring them to the Emirates. I'd rather play them at the Emirates second. But we'll see. You know, we'll probably end up getting Liverpool. Mostly watch your streams on replay. The past 4 streams, YouTubers blocked the intro and no live chat replay. Is that right? People, you got to tell me these things, you know. I've been playing the stream every day now. So are they blocking it after the stream goes out? You got to tell me these things, people. What's going on? Let me look at the stream today. What the hell? The stream the intro starts and then cuts off straight away. And where's the live chat? No, you're right. Big up. I'm going to chase that up. I don't know why they're doing that. What the hell are they doing? I streamed, they had the intro, but no chat. All right, I need to have conversation. They're doing me dirty there, people. What the hell's going on there? Winning at all costs has killed the game. Players under pressure to win them too. I get you. I get you with that. Runyan said we had the second leg at home 2 years ago and Xhaka got sent off. Yeah, I remember that. Didn't he fly kick Jota? Kung Fu fighting. YouTube on Mudrick Business. I don't know what they're doing. We'll go to Twitch if they keep acting like that. No, I'm joking. We love YouTube people, but fix up. Don't do me dirty like that. Seski, Big C. The C is for cultured, man. Casually dropping Rakoba's name. Man knows, but yo, brother, put some respect upon my name, you know. I know this sport. You know about Rakoba and them, man. I know what I'm talking about. Rui Costa and them, man. You know, growing up. You know, growing up, man. Serie A was the thing, man. Serie A was the thing, man. James Richardson with the ice cream on the table. Serie A. Everybody loved Serie A, man. That was the league. That was the league. Do you know what? I got a bit compromised. I'll tell you the truth. I got a bit compromised, right? My team in Italy growing up was AC Milan. I think naturally being an Arsenal fan, I was kind of drawn to teams that played in red. So I liked AC Milan. George Weah, Rui Costa, Boban, Maldini, Clarence Seedorf, Cafu, Dida. I loved AC Milan. Then R9, who, as you all know, my favourite player of all time, he goes to Inter Milan. And people are wearing the Inter Milan shirt with R9 on the back. And I'm like, what are you doing to me here? What the hell are you doing? I like the red and black team and you've gone to the blue and black. Now what am I supposed to do? And listen, I stuck with AC, but let me just say, Inter, I was, you know, and Shevchenko and Pirlo and Nesta. Oh, AC were amazing. Crespo as well. Hernan Crespo. Rui Costa got to be one of the most cultured footballers I've ever watched. Low socks, long hair. That guy, man, what a... I loved Rui Costa. What a player he was. That is what you call cultured brilliance. Clarence Seedorf, Pirlo. Oh, my days. Them man, they just made the game look like a walk in the park. They made it look like a walk in the park, man. Yeah, I used to love Francesco Totti, man. I always wanted him to move clubs. But he stuck with his club. I respect it. I respect it. And then, of course, though, being patient with AC Milan, Ronaldinho turned up. Yeah, he was not quite the same player he was at Barca, but he was doing mad tricks. So, and then R9 Ronaldo turned up a little bit further down the line. He was a bit bigger as well at that time as well. But yeah, it was Italian football was amazing. Every team in Italy, it seemed like they had superstars, man. Salas, oh, what a player. Chilean striker, left-footed. Him and Zamorano. Italian league was crazy. They had everyone. They had all the money, you know, Buffon, Lilian Thuram, Palmer, Enrico Chiesa, Thuram, Buffon. There were some mad players, man. Zanetti, what a player. Vieri, Christian Vieri, you know. Beckham, Pato. Everyone thought Pato was going to be a superstar. He's so quick. He's Brazilian. He has to be a star. It just didn't quite happen for him. Beppe Signore, Baggio. The levels there were wild, man. The levels in Italy back then, insane. I haven't even mentioned Del Piero. Alessandro Del Piero with the Preds. Zidane, Deschamps, Trezeguet. It was wild. You couldn't compete with Italy. Prince of Peace Media. Big up Big C from Africa, Namibia. I've been watching since the famous Buendia stream. Yeah, I think I may have slightly gone over the top. With that Buendia stream, I went crazy thinking we'd missed out on a superstar. He's a pretty mid player. But yeah, it's one of them things. You know. It was good for content. At the time, I felt like that. I thought Buendia was potentially a new Cazorla. Turns out he's a new Denilson. And I ain't talking about the skillful Denilson who played for Real Betis. I'm talking about the one at Arsenal who apparently used to go funky Buddha the night before Champions League games. If you know, you know, people. Anyway, Pavel Nedved. As I said, I respect Nedved, top player, but you robbed Henry of a Ballon d'Or, so my respect is minimal for Pavel Nedved. Henry never winning a Ballon d'Or, that really hurts. Who would you like in the next round of the Cup? Honestly, listen, I said it at the start, I would rather avoid Liverpool. I'm not going to cap because I think Liverpool, I'd rather play Liverpool in a one-off final than over two legs just because of the Anfield factor. So I'll take any of the other three. But if we get Liverpool, we got to deal with them. We can't hide from no one. I thought we should have beat Liverpool at the Emirates and we had players missing, so. Ghost Nathan said, thing that pees me off the most to this day, Ashley Cole and Van Persie move and that Champions League final red card still gives me nightmares. The Champions League final against Barcelona is the most painful football match I've ever watched in my life. The most painful. We had the game in both hands. Yeah, you're down to 10 men, but you're 1-0 up and Thierry's one-on-one with the keeper. I almost remember when it happened, I went silent. I kind of sunk back into the chair and went silent. It's like I held my breath. Because I knew if he scores this, we've won the Champions League. There was about 15 minutes to go. And Barca didn't look great. They were running out of ideas. Henry's one-on-one to make it 2-0. I'm thinking there isn't a player on the planet you would probably pick ahead of Henry to be one-on-one. And I kind of went back and held my breath and I went, and he hit it straight at him. I just didn't know how to react. I thought, I want to go crazy and rip him apart and say how bad he is, but it's Thierry. I can't say a bad word about him. And then that Spanish goalkeeper that I don't like to talk about on this channel, who played for Arsenal that night, he goes and drops a disaster class. And by the way, Eto'o was offside for the second goal, or was it the first goal? But anyway, that game, I genuinely think that night I considered whether to carry on supporting Arsenal. I'm being totally honest. It wasn't even like I don't want to support Arsenal anymore, I'm going to support someone else. It was like I might not support anyone. That's too much. I waited all them years for a Champions League final and you do that. Take it away from us in the last 15. I was devastated. Couldn't believe it. And then Henry ends up winning the Champions League at Barca. It's like rubbing salt into the wounds. Troy said we should have started Flamini at right back in that final. I suppose everything was ruined, wasn't it, by the red card. Would we have been better off if the referee played advantage, allowed Julie to score. We're 1-0 down, but we've got 11 players. Maybe that would have helped us better than going down to 10 men. I don't know. Yeah, the run was legendary, man. I thought that was our year. But it's Arsenal. Europe and Arsenal. We're like Brexit. We don't like Europe. You know? Players back on the pitch, people. Elton said even Robert Pires was resentful about coming out of the final because of going down to 10. I was traumatised, like, for real, the whole year following the final. And then the following season, we didn't really have a good year. It's like there was a big hangover. Ravanelli was good. Everyone loved the Ravanelli celebration, man, at Middlesbrough. Ravanelli and Janino. But yeah. Arsenal fan, the life of an Arsenal fan is like joy, followed by pain, more pain, and a bit more pain, and then maybe frustration. I would say this period that we're in right now, it's more frustration than pain, you know, but still disappointing. But anyway, second half about to begin. 1,700 of you in the chat. Yuri Jorkaev. Yeah, baller, man. Baller. I don't know how Bolton Wanderers ended up with players like that. Remember when Middlesbrough beat Man City 8-0? You just wouldn't believe it, would you? Was it Rockenbach? Smacked a free kick in from about 30 yards for Middlesbrough. Beat City 8-0. Now they're like the best team in England. Big up Paul Michael, who said just subscribe. Shout out Bowdy, Leeds fan. Big up yourself. Big up the new subscribers. Let's hit 85k tonight, people. Are we 30 away? It's not even loading. Second half underway, people. Second half underway. 28 away now. 28 subscribers away from 85k. Get the likes up as well. And we're into the second half now. Those of us had 89. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I never watched that, so obviously I've watched it back, but if you haven't subscribed, you're a Tottenham fan. There you go, reverse psychology settings. If you ain't subscribed to this channel, you're a Tottenham fan, and no one wants that. Big up any Tottenham fans who are locked in, though, but I know the majority certainly aren't. Here's Son for Tottenham. Great ball down the side. Tottenham could be in. Ball whipped across. Kulusevski 2-0. Game over probably. Dejan Kulusevski makes it 2-0 to Tottenham. And Manchester United are crashing out of the Carabao Cup. Terrible defending. And I have to admit, Amorim, I think he's got to take some blame because that three at the back. Son is a player that you cannot leave in that kind of space. Brilliant run from Maddison on the overlap. Oh, what is that defending from Lisandro Martinez? The Butcher, that is Pat Butcher, my friend. Look at the state of that clearance. He's passed it straight to Kulusevski. What's he done wrong here? Oh, he's done everything wrong. It's basically an assist. Absolutely terrible. Terrible. Oh, Lisandro, you've had a mere good finish on his right foot. Kulusevski whips it into the side of the net about 7-8 yards out. Man United heading out of the Carabao Cup. Pat Butcher strikes again, people. Lisandro Martinez, the Butcher, as he was famously called. I'm telling you, mate, that guy, that is horrific defending. 2-0. I did have that picture of him as Pat Butcher. I don't know where it is. I feel like I want to put it on Twitter. Have a little laugh at United. We'll take... there it is. I've got it. I've got it. Lisandro Martinez, the Butcher. Terrible defending, man. Oh, my days. Right, let's get that up there. Bantering Man United fans, we will never miss that opportunity. Amarim's thinking, what the hell am I doing here? You've got a difficult job on your hands here, my friend, I tell you. Diallo to save United. I don't know if he will this time. I just don't. The Butcher really hams that one up. Whenever we're watching rivals play, I always say if you're going to lose, get battered. So if they're going to lose, I hope they lose 5-0. Like, so that they're totally ripped apart and embarrassed. You know? I said their bench is decent, but this starting lineup, Man United, was horrible. Højlund up top with Anthony and Bruno Fernandes behind with no wingers. The width coming from the wing backs. 3 at the back is not an easy formation to adapt to. Because most teams don't play that. So, it's not easy to just adapt to it. You know, you're now asking Mazraoui and Dalot to basically be wingers and fullbacks at the same time. So yeah, man, it's one of them. Throw into Tottenham. United are offering nothing. United are offering absolutely nothing. Neville is fuming. Said's fuming apparently as well. Amarim has nothing to work with. But I don't think he's helped himself tonight. I look at it and I think Amad Diallo's just got man of the match. He's just scored the winning goal against Manchester City. And you've benched him. The guy's like 21, 22 years of age. What are you telling me? Oh, he's tired. We've got to rest him. It's a cup quarter-final, mate. You've just gone to United. Why are you not trying to win a trophy in your first season? I think he's played himself here. I really do. And Anthony, no one in the world would start Anthony. The guy's dreadful. Here come Tottenham again. Son, he's been dangerous tonight, man. Well, playing wing-backs gives you space out wide. The wing-back doesn't track back. Then the centre-backs get pulled out and Son's causing chaos. Arteta can't win trophy, says so much pain. Amarim looks visibly like, what is going on here? Young Gunner winning the Carabao Cup can springboard our season. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because this team need to learn how to win. And that's the first trophy of the season. War Eagle, being an Arsenal supporter feels like being locked up watching all your mates being released time in, time out. Meanwhile, you keep staying in the same position year after year. What a way of explaining it. But I totally get your point. Akon and Styles P settings, people locked up, they won't let me out. No, it's one of them. Jed Spence looks for the pass, over, hits it, goes out for a goal kick to Man United. Elton, FA Cup final, lost to Liverpool with Owen scoring. I was crying after. The UEFA Cup final, lost to Galatasaray. Painful being an Arsenal fan. Naeem lobbing David Seaman. The Michael Owen one was bad as well. What about Obafemi Martin's last minute? Chesney and Koscielny. We've had some bad finals, man. Baku as well, yo. We've had some nasty finals, man. I'm not even going to lie. Some real pain. Leven, yeah, we are going to stay on for the draw. We are going to stay on for the draw. X is going to cut Flex. He's going to destroy him. He's going to absolutely destroy him. Chat is so shameless. When Chelsea conceded, you lot cared, though. When Chelsea extended the lead, all of a sudden, who cares? Listen, it's only Shamrock Rovers, mate. 30 subs needed to hit 85k. Come on, people. Let's get there. I know everyone here is not subscribed. Let's hit that tonight. We will be live for the draw as well, which I think should be straight after. It's better for mental health to pretend Baku never happened. You're right. You're absolutely right. Just wipe it from your memory. Baku was... I don't even think Baku hurt that much. I just went numb after the first goal. It's Solanke for Tottenham. Finds Kulusevski. Yo, man, these men are doing tricks now, fam. Overhits the pass. Goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Arthur said, Liverpool, Newcastle, Tottenham. Who would you want to face? Any of them, really. But I'd rather avoid Liverpool. I'm not even going to cap. I think we beat Newcastle and I think we beat Tottenham. I think we can beat Liverpool, but They are in good form. And Anfield, if you go to Anfield and don't turn up, you get smacked up. Kobbie Mainoo and Ahmad coming on. I mean, two things. Number one, what does it say about Man United that in their time of need, they've got a draw for the youngsters? They're some of their best players. What does it say about the experienced ones? And also, why not start them in the first place? Ball over the top. It's Solanke, corner of the penalty area, cuts inside. Solanke! 3-0. What a goal that is from Dominic Solanke. I tell you what, mate, Amorim, you might as well tell Kobbie Mainoo and tell Ahmad, sit down, put your tracksuit top on, don't even bother. Game, set, and match. What a brilliant goal. What kind of defending is that? High line. No wonder he's scooped down, leaning down. Look at the state of the defending. Solanke makes the run. Look at Pat Butcher again. Cuts inside him. It's so obvious, mate. You're just going to give up. Johnny Evans gets nutmegged. He's older than my dad, Johnny Evans, I'm convinced. Solanke cuts inside Pat Butcher. Nutmegs Evans. The shot goes through his legs. Near post. 3-0. Game, set, and match. It is time to go trolling, people. Let's go trolling. Let's have a look. United. Let's see who's live, people. United. You know, just to let them know that we're thinking of them at this difficult time. Who is streaming of the United community? Yo, Rashford sitting at home, chilling right now. Anthony, surprise, surprise, gets dragged. Amorim team selection was great. Oh, Picky-Head Ross coming on as well. Xerxes. Yeah, that'll save you, mate. Amorim team selection was awful. I was going to say woeful. Let's say awful. Yeah, we're out here, people. Just listen. Check on your Man United mates, all Man United content creators. Let them know, you know, it's a difficult time for Man United. It's a difficult time. Oh, dear me. United have been absolutely smacked. Saeed and Faz are fighting. Anthony could be the worst signing in the history of the Premier League. No cap. He's the worst. Ooh. United, you know. United. United. Listen, we were going to be laughing at somebody. It was either top Spurs we were laughing at, or it was United, and it's United. And I did say if they're going to lose, batter them. So I want them to lose 6-0 now. They might as well just get completely annihilated and get the floor wiped. Here come Tottenham again. Kulusevski wins a corner. Just beat them 5 or 6-0 now. Is history repeating itself? So, yo, can you imagine a North London semi-final? Chris Eddy said, my mate has blocked me. Why is he taking off Anthony? I mean, why start him? Genuinely, if he took Anthony off and didn't bring anyone on, I think Man United would have been better. I genuinely think they'd get better if he wasn't on the pitch. I said before, I remember saying this to Saeed once. I said, as a content creator for Man United, this is the Wenger out season for United. There's so much controversy around them that you can't not watch them. You know what I mean? It's like watching an episode of Power. You need to know what happens next. Kulusevski whips in a corner. Oh, that goalkeeper looks shaky, man. Leahy said Amorim is probably wondering why he left Sporting, but they blame Ten Hag for all their problems. I hear you. The only thing I would say that you can give Ten Hag a bit more criticism, he bought a lot of these players. He paid 90 million for Anthony. Oh my days, look at the state of them. Long diag, boots it out for a throw-in. Who hit that pass? I don't even know who that is. Is that Dallo? It's awful anyway. It's absolute. Gary Neville's going to cry in the car. Yeah. What about Arsenal in Tottenham in the final? How do you feel? I'd love that. I would love that final. I'll be honest. Anthony celebrating versus Coventry City like he won the World Cup pretty much sums up the state of United. Yeah, that was, I mean, I'm shameless. Even I thought that was embarrassing. Doctor said more like Man United tripping on their laces. Imagine what Rashford's thinking tonight. He's probably down in a bottle of champagne as we speak. Vivek, imagine Spuds beat you to win the cup after 16 years. Now, do you know what? I'll be honest. Can you imagine? No. Let's not even imagine. They haven't won a trophy since 2008. Imagine if... No, well, let's not even have that discussion. We'll beat them. We'll beat them in the final. That would be even funnier. That would be even funnier. If they get to a cup final and we beat them. I would be a bit nervous now you've said that, actually. Is Bruno Fernandes. Gets out wide to Ahmad. The final will obviously, like... The draw will be... Sometimes I think these draws are fixed, and I think they would want to keep Liverpool and Arsenal away from each other, but I don't know. I don't know what they would want. I don't know what the hell they would want, to be honest. Yeah, people saying ban him. Yeah, it's right. We can't even have that thought. Have we ever played Spurs in a cup final? I actually don't know, you know. I know we played him in the League Cup in the 80s, but I don't know if that was the semi-final or the final. But yeah, man. I'm tweeting it. Anthony could be the worst signing in Premier League history. Tottenham on the attack again. They're all given away. They had an overload there, picked the wrong pass. It's going to be Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Newcastle. I'd take that. Even though we've got a bad record in the last couple of years at St James's Park. But it is over 2 legs. This is Nando's FC. They can still tie the game. They could if they had a team with a decent attack on the pitch. Man United are a myth right now. I know Ahmad's on, but that ain't going to save them today. It's just not. Xerxes up top. Ahmad gets absolutely clattered there. Chelsea apparently is 5-1 against Shamrock Rovers, people. Mark Gayu, is it? Young player. Dewsbury Hall has scored. And he's been linked with Arsenal. He better not come to Arsenal. And who got the other one? Kukurea. It's Shamrock Rovers, though, man. There's no disrespect to Shamrock Rovers, but I don't think it warrants hyping too much. But yeah, man. Shamrock Rovers, people. Shamrock Rovers, the Irish hammering ball, yo. They're defending on the halfway line as well. It's like he's trying to outdo Ange. Oh, nearly got caught there. Forster zipped it in. Bruno Fernandes gets bullied. But it is a throw into Man United. Want no part of Dewsbury Hall coming to us. He's just a Reece Nelson. Oh, Xerxes unmarked. What a save, Fraser Forster. Maybe should have scored that. 8 yards out. Decent cross. Heads it into the ground. Forster saves it. It's a fantastic ball in by Dallo. The only difficulty, the ball hasn't got that much power in it, so he has to generate the power. I mean, look, he should save it. It's not right in the corner. Fraser Forster, he must be getting on a little bit as well. How old is Fraser Forster, man? Fraser Forster, he's 36 as well, same age as Johnny Evans. Big up Sam Bond with a super sticker, bro. Really appreciate it. Karma United chanting feed the scouts as well playing Tottenham. Yeah, that. Oh, given away by Forster. Xerxes scores. Picky Ed Ross gets one back. What on earth is Forster doing there? Gets the ball, takes too long, gives it away to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandez rolls it to Xerxes, and Xerxes puts it in an empty net. Tottenham 3, Manchester United 1. See that goal is Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, and I always say, don't blame Pep. Pep never forced anybody to copy him. But that goal, you would have never seen that goal 15, 20 years ago. There's no way a goalkeeper like Fraser Forster is not just pinging that up the pitch. But because of the pressure that managers are putting on people now, get the ball, draw the opposition onto you, and then play out from the back. You concede a stupid goal like that. I tell you what now, I hope Man United get back to 3-3 now. Right? I really hope this goes 3-3. Then we can laugh at Tottenham and Man United. Get this game back to 3-3 and go to penalties. That's what I'm asking for now. I want to see 3-3 now. I'd love to see United get 2 goals back and equalise. That was just pitiful. Why do they play like that? Why is a goalkeeper trying to pass that ball to the edge of the penalty area when man's under so much pressure? Just clip that forward 40 yards, mate, and they don't score. Hey, there's the former doctor at the bottom of the screen, bottom left. That's the former Arsenal doctor that went to United. That guy D said, I'm 45. I could do a shifting goaler up front for us. Which channel's the game on? Comedy Central probably is. High line versus high line. Yep, Cormac. Leahy, if United scores a goal in the next 10 minutes, they'll win. You could see it happening because Tottenham have definitely... They're capable of crumbling. For the content, I would love to see this go 3-3. I really hope United score the next goal. Just to see Tottenham all over the place. Tottenham are 3-0 up and you're still not convinced that they're going to win the game. That's how strange they are as a team. They need to be like 5-0 up before you think they're going to win. Ahmad, lovely ball out wide to Mazraoui. He makes the run as well. Mazraoui lays it into Ahmad. Confidence sky high. Running at 2 players though. Jed Spence and Son. Is that Son? I'm not sure actually. Jed Spence though, definitely. And Tottenham win the ball back. Next goal will dictate the way this game goes. Oh, goes out for a corner. I tell you what, these 2 goalkeepers today are all over the place. It is like Tom and Jerry. It genuinely is. It's like Tom and Jerry, this. What is that from Basuma? Nearly scored an own goal. Corner to Manchester United. Yeah, Lay, I'm a big fan of Ahmad. He said he's just too small and lightweight. I think you can figure that out, you know, as a player. Maybe he can get a bit stronger. Bruno, lovely ball. Oh, just wide there by Ahmad. He is a bit lightweight, but I think he's... I think he can figure it out. I think he's good enough on the ball. Is that a corner? Did that get a deflection? Oh, it did. Maddison nearly scored an own goal. It's another corner. Cello said, I heard a rumour the Super League is back. Of course it's going to come back. Bruno whips in the corner. Back post. Punched away. People saying they thought the screen had gone blank again when I went quiet there. Every time I go quiet, you say, here we go again. Here we go again. Free kick to Tottenham. Dallo fouls Kulusevski. There's no way the Super League has disappeared. There's too much money. Samuel said, look at the state of him. He's absolutely diabolical. And Trey said, Big C just tuned in. Please tell me the dream is a North London derby final. I just realised that playing Tottenham in the final would be nerve-wracking because on one hand, it would be great to beat them in the final. But the nervous part of it would be they haven't won a trophy in 16 years. And can you imagine if they ever won it by beating us in a final? So let's beat them in maybe the semi-final. And then, keep them away from the final. But listen, I think we'd beat them anyway, but you just never know in a final, do you? But it would be great viewing. I'm desperate to see Arsenal win this trophy. I really am. I'm looking forward to the semi-final and seeing who we're getting. I'm excited. Which shows over the years that we've been brainwashed into thinking that this competition doesn't mean anything. And it's because they don't pay you a lot of money for winning it. And they're promoting business more than trophies. Sky go crazy for top four. The race for the top four at the end of the season, they go crazy for it. You don't see them get that hyped for the Carabao Cup. Trophies the winning trophies has almost been taken out of the game. And listen, it is subjective. If Man United win the Carabao Cup but finish 10th, the Carabao Cup doesn't mean a lot. But if Arsenal win the Carabao Cup this season, it will mean something because we have been top four. We've been in title races. We need silverware. So for us, this is more important to us than maybe some other clubs. And I get it. People think top four is a springboard to get in the Champions League, more money, attract better players. But look at... Oh my God, he's match fixing. Ahmad scored. I've never seen anything like it. Nah, Forster's match fixing. He's got the ball. He's controlled it. He's stood there and looked up. Amad Diallo has slid in to block the pass. He's kicked it at Ahmad and it's gone in the empty net. I've never seen anything like it. He's match fixing. 3-2. Fraser Forster, check his bank account. Check Forster's bank account. Oh my days. What are you doing? What are you doing? Brown Envelopes FC. I'm sorry, mate. That is crazy. Twice. Twice, people. Twice. Come on. If we're here, we might as well go all the way. I need the equaliser. Let's get the equaliser. Let's get the equaliser. Tottenham 3, Manchester United 2. Tottenham were 3-0 up. They are crumbling. Garnacho's on for Ugarte. It is crazy. The first one, I understand it. You're trying to play out from the back. The guy got caught. Your pass wasn't great. The second one, I'm sorry. He must be a boyhood Man United fan. He's got Cantona tattooed on him. I'm telling you now. He's a United fan. It is the history of the Tottenham. It's the history. It is the history of the Tottenham. I'm telling you now, this is mad. It's just what we do, mate. Just what we do, Highline for life, mate. What on earth is that, Forster? Oh, my days. We need the equaliser. We need the equaliser and penalties. I kind of feel like I want Tottenham to lose now. Because to be 3-0 up and lose in a quarter-final would be so funny. What's the odds? Well, let me see what's going on. 10-1 for United to win, 5-2 a draw. Ball goes out for a goal kick to Tottenham. We need that 3-3, man. We need that equaliser. We need that equaliser. Amorim now, he's back up. He's much more optimistic. I bet the United fans are lively now. I bet the United fans are lively now. I can't lie. Look. No, you know what? Yeah, I looked at Saeed's stream. Man was slumped in the chair. I've just turned it on. Now man's standing up. The energy is different, you know. Come on, we need that equaliser now. We're here. Is Expressions live or is he at the game? He's live. Jeez. Well, we'll banter him if not. This is the Spurs. How can you be 3-0 up at home and you're not comfortable? That doesn't even make sense. It's the Spursiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's Basuma. Game on, people. Kulusevski. Next goal is going to be crazy. Remember, no extra time. It goes straight to penalties. It goes straight to penalties. Don't forget, people, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe. We're 30 away from 85k. So it'd be great to hit that tonight. We've got 2,000 of you in the chat. Amazing support for a non-Arsenal game. That guy D said, I bantered X and got timed out. Oh, my days. That second goal is match fixing. I'm sorry, you can't do that. Fraser Forster paid me 10k to bet on a draw. I don't understand. He was actually playing quite well before them 2 goals. 3-0 at home. Oh, what a ball by Lisandro. Pat Butcher finds Garnacho. 1v1 with Saw. Cuts inside, rolls it, edge of the box. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, United are in. Mazraoui. Oh, he's put it wide. What a chance. Probably should have hit it with his right foot. He cut back onto his left. He mishits it. Great ball by Bruno. I have to say, this is the best I've seen Bruno Fernandes play in ages. Oh, Mazraoui, you have got to hit the target. Lovely cutback. Oh, what a chance. Should have been 3-3. Should have at least hit the target. Great pass by Bruno. The timing of it. And he puts it wide. Vegas Gunner, the Arteta sexuals would turn on the manager if we were to get knocked out by Spurs. They'd want him out. I think that would push everyone over the edge. MJ, I told you. Crown my star boy. You love Ahmad, right? And Abdi said, Curtis, rank the FA Cup wins 14, 15, 17, 20. The least exciting one was Aston Villa. Was that 15? Because we just slapped them. They were terrible. 14 was massive. 2-0 down against Hull. Coming back. Hadn't won a trophy for years. 17 was... What was 17? Oh, I like 17. Aaron Ramsey header. Alexis Sanchez. They were champions as well. That one, that was good. 2020 was Aubameyang against Chelsea. Atmosphere wasn't the same, was it? With no fans in the stadium. It was still massive. 14's number 1. Number 2, I'll probably go for 17. Then I'll go for 2020, and then I'll go for 15. Is Amad Diallo shoots over the bar. I did like the Aubameyang one as well, but 14 was definitely the best. Aaron Ramsey, last-minute winner. Cazorla, free kick. Vivek said, do you remember the Europa League final? I have no recollection of that final, my friend. I've deleted it from my memory. So I have nothing to say about that final. Free kick to Manchester United. Solanke fouls him. 15 minutes to go, people. What a game this has turned into. Big C Yoro is looking good. I think he is a decent player. A very decent player. That guy D, we can get 2k watching a Watchalong, but can't get to 85k tonight. Come on, we'll get there. We will get there. We will get there, people. Free kick to United. 98, Anelka. Anelka was amazing. Free kick. Bruno plays it out wide. Amad Diallo, 1v1, goes past him. Pulls it back. That goes out. Oh, he's given a corner. Corner to Manchester United. They are all over Tottenham. I'm telling you now, this chicken is undercooked. They took it out the oven too quickly. It looks like a real mess. Corner to United, 14 minutes to go. Clipped into the back post. Headed away by Jed Spence. Comes out to the edge of the area. United regain possession. Ball out wide again. Garnacho's free at the back post. Drilled in, headed away by Tottenham. United win the ball back. They are all over. Top Spur? What's that? You ever heard of them? No? Never heard of them. They're crumbling in their own backyard. United fans making all the noise. 13 minutes to go. Remember, we're staying live for the Carabao Cup draw that is after the game. Let's see who Arsenal get. The interesting thing, which one of these two is going to be in the draw, is Dallo, left-hand side. Whips it in. It's flicked on. Comes out to the edge of the penalty area. United win it back again. Everything now is breaking to United. Tottenham can't get the ball back. We've definitely got another game in this goal. Another game in this goal. Another goal in this game. Referee gives a free kick to United. Kobe Mainu fouled there. It's all United. All United, people. Just saw a new waffle stat. Match momentum on Sky. I think at this point they're making them up. They're just making them up. Maddison comes off. Oh, Maddison suspended for the next game. 2 yellow cards. Misses the next EFL Cup game. So whoever... Well, they might not even be in it. Maddison's having a strange time at Tottenham. It's like he's not playing well. He has good moments, but he always seems to get dragged off, or sometimes he's on the bench. I thought he was going to be a star there, but it's just not. He's a good player, but I just don't know what to make of Maddison at Tottenham. I thought he'd do a lot better. Free kick to United. Bruno clips it in, back post. Ball bounces around. Tottenham managed to clear it. It's now at the point... Well, he's given offside. It's now at the point that Tottenham are clearing the ball and they don't even have a striker there. Tottenham are penned in. 11 minutes to go. Maddison is bad, good, bad, good, good, bad. Yeah, it seems to be that. It's strange, like... that he struggles so much to stay in that team. I thought he was going to be like one of their best players. 20 people. Come on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely 20 odd people who haven't subscribed. Get us there, people. Let's do it tonight. I was there for the first ever blackout chat-along. Historical moment. Historical moment. If you were there, it was a moment in time. I believe I did something last night that's never been done on YouTube history. We did a stream with nobody on the screen. And still had 2,000 people watching. It was an iconic moment. It was one of them moments, you know, you had to be there to understand what was happening. It's Kulusevski for Tottenham. Ball goes out, throw-in to Tottenham. Never forget the blackout, man. It was a you had to be there moment, you know. It was one of them. Over 2,000 of you in the chat now, which, listen, I know I've got to do more content on this channel. If you can get 2,000 people in a stream when it ain't even the team I support, you know, some people don't get 2,000 people in for doing a watch along for their own team. So the community's there. You're waiting for the content. I've got to provide more of it. You know. Well done, Curtis. With it. You respect the dad joke, right? You know what I'm saying? You're here for it. You're here for it, people. Community kept it going. You did great. You really did. I saw you all chatting in the comments. I was having meltdowns, reloading the internet and the laptop. Nothing was happening. Here come United. Garnacho gets tackled there by Porro, but then he turns him. Saar comes across. Garnacho gives it away again. Tottenham have the ball back. United want it more. They're all over him. Amad Diallo. Oh, you're joking. What is Forster doing? Why? He saved it, but why is he saving that ball with his... He saved it with his shin pad. What is this guy doing? He's on a grey on Pro Evo, I'm telling you. Why did he not put his arms down to stop that? He kicked the ball away with his shin pad. It hit him on the shin. Fraser Forster, you know. What kind of save is that? This guy's moving. He's got money on them getting beat tonight. Check his betting accounts. Fraser Forster has got money on a Sky Bet account tonight. I've got no doubt about it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, man. Big up Marching Bolivian from Curtis. Please do more of this. I'm up in the middle of the night from Manila. Thriller in Manila settings, man. Yeah, man, we will. Bear said Curtis keeps it real. 100, bro. Sean, big C, I've been from day.how. Must say you're reliable. Big up, bro. Late, but we get there. Dallo whips it into the back post. Ball breaks. Oh, great tackle. Still, Amad Diallo puts it over. I don't think his balance was right to hit that. But I get it. I get it. You've got to shoot on sight, especially when Forster's doing that. What on earth is that save? I've never seen a save like that in my life. Nah, he's going mad. His head's gone, bro. No. Forster. Look, no, look. The fans are covering there. They can't believe it. Forster's bantering people. Forster is actually bantering us. This ain't real. People are here for you, Big C. You're an icon, born entertainer. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the compliments. I will take it. This is a great game. I'm not going to lie. Ball over the top. Amad Diallo. He's strong. He's got the better of him. He's overran it. Goes out for a goal kick. He had a little bit of a heavy touch there. Forster on the Fosters. Oh, bro, I don't know what's going on with him. He's playing like he's absolutely steaming. Goal kick to Tottenham. Forster. He manages to kick it without falling over. That man puts it over a spot in his own wire cutters. Oh my days. Would you sim the season with us being 2 points behind Liverpool on the final day of the season with a better goal difference? So a win for us, and if Liverpool lost or drew, no. Well. Free kick to Tottenham. A little break in play here. Basuma's on the floor. I'm just looking. Who've Liverpool got on the final day of the season? Palace at home? No. No point. Listen, I suppose anything can happen. And the way we are at the moment, if we were 2 points behind on the last day of the season, it gives us a chance. But I suppose as of today, MLK, you're probably right. E-Ross said, this Ahmad has got 94 pace. Big C, have you talked to Tobes about Madders before? He loves it. No, I've heard him talk about him before, but look at this goal, what the keeper does. Check this madness. Ball gets passed back to him. Just kick it, mate. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Oh, my days. Crazy. He's looking at the ground like, what is going on? Would you take Ahmad as backup to Saka? 100%. I like him. David said, love the Watchalongs, has me remembering triple streams during the Euros. Yeah, we got to get busy, man. The Euros days, we were living on the stream, man. Stream life, people. Stream life. Will United get an equaliser? For the content, I definitely... Oh, he's give a free kick against Garnacho. I have to say, Garnacho's come on and done nothing. More content is important for the growth of the channel. Yeah, you're right, Sean. You are right. Lamar said Black Lives Matter. Big up, bro. Mohammed said United is on that chicken, bro. They want the chicken seasoned and spicy, bro. Do Spurs go into the market for a keeper in January? I think looking at this, they might have to if Vicario's out for a while. Big up Andy of CT with a super chat. And Mohammed said, only see unit community tune in and watch faithfully with nothing to see. Ah, dear. It was a moment. It was a great moment, you know. Will we get a late equaliser? Remember, if you just tuned in, Man United were losing 3-0 to Tottenham. It's now 3-2. Forster has had two absolute shockers. Good tackle there by Yoro. I have to say, Yoro's been impressive. I think he's 18 years of age. Against Son there. Looks a good player. Looks a good player, Yoro. Corner to Tottenham. A goal to Tottenham here would end it, I think. I think United would be... I don't think they'd come back if Tottenham scored here. Lissandro's pushing Son over, saying, take the corner quickly. Stan said, hey, David, hey. They loved that one as well, didn't it? Corner to Tottenham. What we got left? 3 minutes of normal time plus time added on. It's been a very good game. First half wasn't great. Second half's been really good. Son whips in the corner. Oh my days, he scored from the corner. And when I say from the corner, I mean straight from the corner. He's lobbed the goalkeeper. The ref saying it's a foul. I mean, the goalkeeper saying it's a foul. What's this guy's name? Bayendir. He needs to buy himself a ticket out of there, mate. You are a shambles. This goalkeeper just said, Forster, hold my beer. That is shocking. Said Forster. Hold my beer. That is shocking. Oh, what are you doing? Game over. Tottenham have won it. United, now we'll laugh at United again. 4-2, game over. Son scores directly from a corner. Genuinely, you see that like in kids' football. What is he shouting at? There's no VAR, mate. There's no VAR. What are you waiting for? What do you want them to check? I think they showed a replay of the goal on the screen, but there's no VAR. Is this guy like rated highly? Who does it? Does he play for Turkey? Is he their main goalkeeper? It's Amarim, but that's your fault, bro. Nah, he doesn't start for Turkey. Oh my days, he's had an absolute stinker. Gone to punch it and missed it. Yeah, the Tottenham guy ran. He's hardly made any contact. I don't know what he's saying. Is he saying the guy was grabbing his hand? I don't know, but they're done anyway. It was a good comeback, but right, we'll laugh back at Man United fans again. So we go back for them. Danny Boy said, big up goated community. We stick till the end. Glad you're well, Curtis, after being held in Kroenke Arteta's sexual headlock yesterday. The Top Gooners, they came for me, people. They came for me. These two goalkeepers. I tell you, Amarin, mate, you're going to have knee ligament damage. You keep crouching down like that. He's doing a Bielsa. Mark said, big up Curtis, surely you reach it. Well, we'll see, hopefully. Hopefully. Remember, we are staying live for the draw. I'm not sure what time the draw actually is. Son didn't mean that, man. Nobody really puts a corner in trying to score. But Jed Spence comes off. It's been a good game. What? The draw's at 10:40. No, I'll be honest. If it's 10:40, I'll go off and come back on. If I'm being honest. Let's have a look. Carabao Cup draw. I thought the draw was just straight after the game. Carabao Cup draw, 10:30. Oh, yeah, we might have to come back. But why would you wait till 10:30 if this game finishes at 9? What? There's 6 minutes added on. This game will be finished at 5 to 10. Why would they wait 35 minutes? There ain't enough to talk about. What I'm probably going to do is take a break and leave the stream on. And then I'll come back and I'll listen to what Sky says. We'll have a little talk at the end of the game. Then I'll have a little break for like 10 minutes. Then I'll come back. Leave the black screen on. I should actually, should I? I should just get a black screen on again. And run it back. I honestly thought United were going to get back into it. That goalkeeper's ruined it for them. They were genuinely in with a chance. Xerxes does well there. Wins a corner. Corner to United. It's too little, too late. Press 1 for the black screen. Let's go again. Just say online, Big C. Let's talk about Ronaldo versus Messi. Yeah, that'll get it going. Competition of who's the worst keepers. The thing is, Tottenham had no choice. Vicario's injured. Amarim didn't need to play him. He could have played Onana. Bruno Fernandes whips in the corner, headed away. Comes out edge of the area. Poor shot. Drags it wide. Mazraoui. And it goes out for a goal kick. 6 minutes added on. We're 2 minutes in. I don't think United have got any real chance of getting back into the game now. And it will be Tottenham, Newcastle, Liverpool and Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final, which is, you know, it's big. Four I was going to say big clubs, but then I realised Tottenham are in there, so 4 reasonably big clubs. But yeah, we need to handle business. You seen these reports about Alberto Is that real? Malero. Somebody just said that, and I genuinely thought somebody was trolling. Arsenal. Malero. Let's have a look. From Spain, Arsenal reached pre-agreement to sign Alberto Malero. Oh, maybe we will stay live. Let's have a look at this. It's not coming from any great source. I thought you man were trolling saying Alberto Moreno, the former left back. Malero. Let's have a look. Attacker agrees to join Arsenal. What? I need to know more about this guy. I've heard of him, but I'll be honest, I don't know much about him. 21 years of age. He's small. Ball whipped in. Oh, my days. Man United have scored. Man United have scored. I think that could be an own goal. This game is absolute defensive calamity. Johnny Evans, who's about 70 years of age. Ball whipped in by Ahmad. Own goal. Basuma. Heads it in his own net. Oh, maybe it was Johnny Evans, actually. I think it flicks off Evans. Does Basuma head it or Evans? Evans, fair play to him. He flicks it in. Johnny Evans makes it 4-3. What a game. What a game this is. Shambles, but a good one. I want Man United to equalise and go to penalties. Garnacho's been awful since he came on. He hasn't offered anything. 4-3. Tottenham were winning 3-0. United got back to 3-2. Tottenham made it 4-3. You're thinking, that's it. There's less than a minute and a half to go. Tottenham in possession on the halfway line. Porro puts it over the top. Lisandro clears it. Will United get one more opportunity? Mainu does well. Ahmad, he keeps it. Mainu gives it him back. Throw into United. Less than a minute to go. This could be their last chance. Two poor teams, you would say, at the moment. But definitely, yeah, I want penalties, bro. I definitely want penalties. I'm here for vibes only, man. I'm here for vibes. United in possession. 40 seconds to go. They have the ball in defence. Mazraoui just crosses the halfway line. Plays it down the line. Will Bruno Fernandes get there? He gives it away. That is awful from Bruno. I think he tried to kick it off the defender to win a corner. The defender moved out the way and it ended up going straight to the goalkeeper. So, not the best. Brilliant game. Two poor teams, though. Brian said, I thought Arsenal were a comedy show. This is prime 80s Eddie Murphy. This is delirious stand-up comedy, people. Hopefully the manager adds time on for this. I'm just trying to figure out about this Alberto Malero's being linked with Arsenal, but I can't see any great source of information. I'm just looking at some highlights videos of him. Alberto Malero. He wears the number 10 shirt. He's small. Right foot. He looks tiny. I think he's a winger / attacking midfielder. We'll have a look into that at the end of the game. He's got footwork, but I don't like getting hyped over these Yeah, he's twisting players up on YouTube. There's a delay in the game. Forster. What's going on here? Drop ball. We'll come back. We'll have a look. Forster has the ball in his hands. We are in the 97th minute now. There was only 6 minutes added on. So I don't know. H said he's a baller. Cazorla was tiny. Yeah, he was. He was incredible. Here is... who is that? Is that Alessandro? United have the ball. Kobe Mainoo's brought down. Free kick in their own half. Free kick to United. This will be the last chance. Goalkeeper to take the free kick. Ref's telling him to move the ball back. United have pushed everybody forward. Bayender will kick this forward. Will they equalise? Last kick of the game. Long ball, it's bouncing. Tottenham clear it. Full-time whistle goes. Full-time whistle goes. Wow, what a crazy... I would say it was a very good game for a neutral. I'll be honest, I enjoyed it. I don't know why Amarim's smiling so much. Tottenham 4, Manchester United 3. Manchester United go out of the Carabao Cup in the quarterfinal stage. And the goalkeepers in this game were absolutely horrendous. I've never seen goalkeeping like it, but it was entertaining. I'll give them that. It was very entertaining. Tottenham survived. I wanted penalties. I thought that would have been more entertainment. That was a circus. It was a clown against a clown. Yeah, I mean, Tottenham beat Man City, but Man City made so many changes. It's like they threw the game away. I'm trying to understand what is the goalkeeper's complaint about the goal. What is he saying? He's like pointing at his arm. I don't know what he's saying. Is he saying the guy grabbed his arm or what? I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. He's not happy, but he looked stupid. He looked really stupid. It was poor. I need to see more about this Alberto Malera. Where are the links coming from? It just says, like, according to reports in Spain, as an agreement in principle to join Arsenal in the summer. In the summer? Like, what? Is he a free agent? I need to find out stuff about him. Let's see are we signing him on a free for the end of the season? We're now expected to pay his 50 million release clause. I mean, I'm sorry, people. This guy better be unbelievable. Because if we're paying 50 million for a 21-year-old from Spain, when 50 million gets you Nico Williams, 70 million probably gets you Kvara, then I've got questions to ask. 3 goals in 28 games last season, 4 goals in 17 this season. He plays for Las Palmas. 21. He's not a Spanish international. We'll speak about that. I am staying for the draw, but I might have a little break and come back. I want to know what time the actual... or we might carry on. I might just make a drink and come back in 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. I just want to hear them say what time the draw is. It does say online 10:30. I don't see why. Somebody said there if it doesn't go to penalties, they do it at 10:15. That game was absolutely crazy. Absolute madness. 2 very poor teams, but 2 very entertaining teams. We will go and track that Arsenal story in a minute, especially if we do have a bit of time. The Carabao Cup draw is coming up. That game was insane. 4-3 to Tottenham. 3-0 up. United get back to 3-2, then 4-2, and then 4-3. I mean, the goalkeeping was as bad as anything you are ever likely to see. But it was entertaining. I'll give it that. And we're here for entertainment as well. So, fair play. Fraser Forster and Bayender, is it? For Man United. Somebody just said, Paddy Power just tweeted, 13th in the league, out of the Carabao Cup, no Champions League football, a cycling guy in charge of the football club, a pair of keepers who couldn't save a Word document, and the manager's at war with the star player after a month in the job. Paddy Power, man, you can always rely on them. United are in a mess. Honestly, United really have probably got to win the Europa League to get in Europe. I don't know if United can take many positives out of that. I mean, the Tottenham goalkeeper did everything he could to throw that game away, and they still didn't win. They still couldn't do it. The goalkeeper said, nah, not for me, mate. I'll go one step further. Carabao Cup draw for the semi-final. Just trying to find out what time the draw is. They did tweet 10:30, but apparently they do it earlier if it doesn't go to penalties. I don't see why they would drag that out for half an hour, but there was a lot to talk about in that game, and they'll have an advert and they'll talk to both the managers, so maybe they will drag it out for half an hour. It's 10:30, I saw. Yeah, That they did tweet that. They did tweet that, but somebody said it was 10-15 if it didn't go to penalties. But, I mean, Son scored directly from a corner over Bayindir's head. What on earth was he doing? It was a goalkeeping disaster class tonight, people. Absolutely shocking. Big up Leon, he said, blessings to Big C in the community over Christmas period. Let's make 85k. We're about 22 away from 85k. Surely we get that. Surely we get that. That should be easy. Troy Deeney's ripping Garnacho. Troy Deeney has a lot to say online, don't he? But he has got strong opinions, I suppose. It is good to listen to. Who do you want to play? I would rather not play Liverpool over 2 legs. But you know what? Whoever we get, to be honest. Arsenal are number 1 in the draw. Liverpool number 2. Newcastle 3. Tottenham 4. So make sure you listen out for that during the draw. Arsenal will be number 1 out of the draw. Listen, having watched Tottenham against Man United tonight, I think one thing we can all agree on, we're better than both of these teams. So if we end up getting Tottenham, we should beat them. You know, we should beat them. We're better than them. Look at the state of that. Remember, Vicario's out for a while. So we shouldn't be running scared. I'm gonna talk Arsenal for a little while. While we wait. I was just trying to hear what he said then about the draw, but yeah, it does say 10:30. Somebody said on their YouTube channel it says 10:30. Let me check. Was it Sky Sports Football? Sky Sports, have they got it listed? I can't see it. Sports Carabao Cup. See, they're gonna do loads of interviews before they do it. They're gonna do loads of interviews, so they probably will. Yeah, it's 10:30, people. It is at 10:30. Sky Sports Football draw at 10:30 on YouTube. So we'll talk for a while. We'll have a little break, then we'll come back. Yeah, they've confirmed 10:30 is the draw. We're going to talk Arsenal while we're here. Let's have some Arsenal conversation. There is this rumour going around, I don't know how true it is, that Arsenal are signing some guy called Alberto Malero. I don't know a lot about this guy. The report is coming from Spain that Arsenal have agreed to sign him at the end of the season. I mean, I can't really figure it out, to be honest. Yeah, I thought man was saying Alberto Moreno, the former Liverpool left-back. But Alberto Malero, I've just watched some of his highlights. I mean, 1.72 m, he looks tiny. He looks really small, but not that that matters, you know, Cazorla was small. He is apparently 5'7". Plays attacking midfield or right wing. Is he left-footed or right-footed? Listen, the clips I'm looking at the moment, yeah, he looks mad techie, but you don't show your worst bits on YouTube, do you? That's the problem. You know, like I said, I remember seeing Yaya Sanogo's video when we signed him. He was scoring bangers. And when he played for us, one of the worst strikers I've ever seen in my life. So, I just don't understand, if that's the case, why Arsenal would spend 50 million on an attacking midfielder. I mean, we do need more creativity, but he's 21. He hasn't even played for the Spanish national team. I mean, he's doing 360s. He does look sharp. He's got a crazy change of direction. He's got great footwork, but doesn't seem to score a lot of goals. 50 million. Like, no disrespect, it feels like the type of player you should be signing for like 25 million. He plays for Las Palmas. They're not one of the bigger clubs in Spain. Do you know what? I'm gonna share. Oh no, can you share this? I don't know if you can. I remember that time they done me for this. Do you know what? We'll go for it. We're rule breakers. Let's have a look. Keep the volume down.
This Or all the nights I had to struggle.
That quick. Have a look at some of the bits that he's doing. Hopefully we don't get done for this. I won't play it for too long, but what's going on? I thought it was going blank screen again. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's got crazy footwork. Change of direction's wild. 5'7", low center of gravity. Seems to play like a 10. I don't get overly carried away about things like this because I mean, I like that. You know, I'm a skill merchant, so flicking the ball over someone's head does excite me. I don't know. Let me not play too much. Let's leave it there. I like the look of the tricks. What I will say is, do any of you guys know anything about him? Do any of you guys know anything about this guy? Alberto Malero. I thought people were trolling me saying we're signing Alberto Moreno. Anyone can look good in these. You can. You can. Attacking midfielder or winger. It says left wing. I mean, it could just be made up, but I'm not hyped. I don't want to spend in if we're buying a striker, if we're buying a winger or an attacking midfielder, I don't want us to go and buy somebody. I don't want us to go and buy somebody that we're guessing whether he's good or not. Why guess? Like, why guess? 50 million could get you Nico Williams. So why are you going to spend 50 million on some guy called Malero? I'm sure Malero was an ice lolly when I was a kid. What was that? What was that called? Solero. Yeah, we're buying some ice lolly. You know what I mean? I don't want no ice lolly at the club. Go and buy Cavara from Napoli. Go and buy Nico Williams. Go and buy Leao. Go and buy Rodrigo. I don't want some ice cream on the wing. Solero. Nah, man. And it just doesn't feel like a £50 million player. What has he done to be worth 50 million? He doesn't even play for Spain. I'm not writing him off because Santi Cazorla was small and he was unreal, but 50 M's, I don't know. I'm not seeing it, people. I'm not seeing it at all. Hey, shout out to Rants, man. People said Rants raid. Big up yourself. Big up. I bet he ended that stream abruptly, man. I can tell you one thing. Man United fans will not be streaming for the draw. What's the point? They'll be out of here real quick. So, listen, hey, I'm genuinely clutching at straws, people. Like, we're being linked with the guy. I'm trying to be positive. I'm using things like low center of gravity, but you know what I mean? That's all I can give you, people. There's not a lot else I can give you there, but it doesn't make sense. It feels like he plays for Las Palmas. He's had 2 seasons. And looking at his contract, apparently, I mean, I don't know how true this is. This says his contract runs out in 2026. I'm sorry, that doesn't add up. That does not add up. Why would you pay £50 million for a guy that's going to have 1 year left on his deal in the summer who's unestablished as a player? It doesn't make sense. I think that's got to be paper talk, but listen, we will see. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. The Arsenal are being... This name's come out of nowhere. So we'll have to see. David Ornstein saying... Yeah, I mean, Sammy Mockbell's put out an exclusive tonight talking about Arsenal and the striker situation. I did speak about it at the beginning of the show, but we've got over 3.5k in the chat now, so we will... in fact, I probably won't even have a break now. We'll ride it out. We'll get there. 20 minutes till the draw, so let's make sure we're here till the draw. And just do me a favor, just subscribe to the channel, and let's get 85k, people. But yeah, he put out an exclusive about Gyökeres. we're signing the Spanish Solero. It's crazy. We got an exclusive about Gyökeres, and I did speak about it earlier in the show today, but this is further developments. Sami Mokbel now saying Arsenal have been consistently linked with Victor Gyökeres. However, the Mail Sport have now learned that there are reservations over a move for the player. Gyökeres has a reported 85 million release clause in his contract, which is a big financial commitment, particularly when you consider he will be 27 by the time the next season starts. Now that irritates me because when you're supposedly a massive football club, which Arsenal claim to be a massive football club, why are you panicking, thinking, oh, this guy's not going to have sell-on value? Like, there's no need to worry about his sell-on value when you're bringing him into the club to win you the title. You're not bringing him into the club so that, oh, in 4 years' time we can sell him. If he comes to Arsenal and wins us a Premier League title, he's worth every penny. Who cares what you sell him for in 4 years' time? So that's nonsense. Small clubs should be thinking about selling him, not us. He's 26, 27 in the summer. You could have him for 3 or 4 years at a top level. There are also said to be some concerns over whether he can replicate his goal-scoring record in one of Europe's major leagues, having built his reputation in Portugal. I'm sorry, and I say this all the time, right? If Arsenal think he's not the right profile, or they want to play a different style, just say that. Don't come out and talk nonsense about, oh, we don't know whether he can do it in a major league and blah, blah, blah. And I'll tell you why. Because number one, the guy's got 5 goals in 6 Champions League games. And the Champions League is the pinnacle of club football. So he's already proven he can do the business at the top level, right? He got 29 goals in 33 league games last year. He's got 18 in 14. All Arsenal do, when they're not buying a player that people know they should be going for, they start to dress up the deal to put people off why we should buy the player. When we should have bought Ivan Toney for 40 million in the summer, they started running around saying, oh, he had a meeting with Arsenal and he had a bad attitude. No, he didn't. It's made up. You didn't want to buy him because you're afraid to sign a player with a big personality. Just come out and say that, right? Maybe you were scared that there was going to be another betting scandal, right? That makes more sense. Victor Gyökeres, the most informed goal scorer in Europe, basically in the world. If you don't want him, come out and say he's not the kind of profile that we want. We want a striker that maybe can move across the lines a little bit more. I might not agree with it, but I'll understand it. Don't come out and say, oh, we don't want to spend 85 million on him because he'll be 27 by the end of the season. Do me a favour, mate. 27 is not old for a striker. Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or at 33 years of age. So what are we talking about? Most of these strikers, their game isn't just built purely on pace. They can hold the ball up. Gyökeres is a gunman goal scorer. I said one thing earlier on the show, right? I said one thing. If they don't sign Gyökeres, you have got to sign Isak. And if you don't sign Isak, you've got to sign Osimhen. For me, they're the only 3 options. I do like John Duran at Villa. I'm still not sure whether John Duran joins Arsenal and leads us to a league title. I think he's a very, very good young player with a lot of potential. But they were going to sell him for 35 million in the summer. He signed a new deal. I think he'd cost over 60 million. I'm not sure whether I would spend 60 million on Duran. I think he's good, but I don't know if he makes the difference in terms of winning a league title. But the way Arsenal discredit people when they're not signing them, I think is just terrible. I can't stand it. I'd rather they just came out and said, listen, we want a different kind of striker. But then we spent part of the summer trying to convince Benjamin Sesko to join Arsenal, who scored 14 goals last season in 31 games and currently has 5 goals in 14 games in the Bundesliga. Yet you're saying you're not sure whether Gyökeres, whether he can do it in a big league because, he's only playing in Portugal, even though he's banging goals in the Champions League. If you want to sign a striker from Leipzig, you're probably better off signing Openda. Openda scored 24 goals last year, and he's got more goals than him this year. He's got 6 and 3 assists, and I don't even think Openda's the answer. So you can not buy a player and not criticise him. There's no need for it. Everybody can see what Gyökeres is. Yeah, maybe he scores a lot of goals in the penalty area, a lot of goals in transition, and a lot of penalties. So maybe they think he's not ideal. But the guy, don't start saying, oh, he's 27, it's too old to pay big money. That's absolute nonsense. I've never read anything so stupid. Let's talk about giving a 4-year deal to Cedric Soares when he'd been released by Southampton. Let's talk about the £27 million you spent on Kivior. How did that work out? Did you pay $27 million for him and then sell him for $50 million? No. You're going to sell him for less than what you paid for him. Let's talk about Fabio Vieira, $35 million, the new Bernardo Silva. New Bernardo Silva. Do me a favour. How much do you think we get for Fabio Vieira when we eventually sell him? How much do you think we get for him? I'll be surprised if we get half of what we paid for him. $17.5 million. I'll be surprised if you get that for him. Right? I've got a video coming out, a loan watch video, where we've looked at each player, Arsenal player that's on loan. I can tell you now, Fabio Vieira is not doing well at Porto. Right? So when they talk about, we can't spend 85 million, on a striker who's 27 because we won't be able to sell him in 4 years. It's nonsense. Bring him in, win a league title, he pays you the money back. So I hate that excuse. Big clubs shouldn't worry about sell-on value of a 27-year-old. Matt said, but we bought Vieira from Portugal. And you never heard anything about, we're worried whether he can do it in a top 5 league. I tell you what, he can't do it in this league. That's for sure. But, yeah, Arsenal. Abo said, right-footed, plays attacking mid and left wing. In Football Manager in the past 2 versions, he becomes a top 3 in the world in his position. Abo, I like the fact that you've given me insight on... for those of you just tuning in, by the way, and big up everyone locked in, Arsenal being heavily linked with some guy tonight who I've hardly ever heard of. His name's Alberto Malero. No, it's not Alberto Moreno, the left-back who used to play for Liverpool. It's Alberto Malero. I thought he was a Solero ice cream ice lolly from back in the day. I've had to Google him. 21 years of age, right-footed attacking midfielder and left winger. Plays for Las Palmas. Looks a bit like a Santi Cazorla. There's a rumour, I don't know how true, there's a rumour online that Arsenal have agreed to sign him at the end of the season for £50 million. And it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense because he's got a year left on his contract in the summer. He plays for Las Palmas, who are not even a major club in Spain. Why the hell would you need to pay $50 million for him? I always preferred a Calippo, by the way, an orange one. Orange Calippo. How on earth can Las Palmas get £50 million for a player? Now, I have to say, I'm not going crazy because I'm still not sure this is anything other than paper talk. Apparently, it's being released by the Spanish media. SJ said, great, another prospect. Why can't we sign world-class players? You just look at, if there is any truth in this deal, you look at it and you go, why would you sign a player like that at this stage in the process, people? In the process. Somebody just said there it's 20 million. The article I'm looking at, Malero agrees to join Arsenal with Gunners expected to pay his £50 million release clause to join in the summer of 2025. Now, if you're buying him as a left winger, surely you've got to go and buy a genuine top quality left winger. Whether that's Kvara, whether that's Rodrigo, whether that's Leao, whether that's Nico Williams, we need someone quick. We need somebody direct. We need somebody that scores goals. We need somebody that takes us to the next level. We don't need a little techie player to go and play out wide. If you want a player of that sort of ilk, you go and get Kvara from Napoli, who's a bit smaller, technically brilliant. Go and get somebody like that. You don't get this guy. And then if you want an attacking midfielder, which maybe you think, okay, we need another option in attacking midfield, just buy somebody that's been there and done the business at the top level, man. Like, go and get Eze from Palace. He's done it in the Prem. Go and get, we could have got Dani Olmo in the summer. There's rumours Dani Olmo could be available. But I don't think that will happen. Barca only recently bought him. I mean, I just don't get it. This would be a typical Arsenal signing, though. But I just hope there's no truth in it, I'll be honest. And listen, I could be doing him a total disservice. Got guys in the comments saying on Football Manager he becomes a monster, but I'm not sure I can trust. I'm not sure I can trust Football Manager to make a judgment on a player. I will read the rest of that Sammy Mockbell story, by the way, where he's put out 3 parts to the story about the strikers. This bit gets me more excited. He does say, among the players who will be considered next summer is Alexander Isak, who for many is the leading candidate to fill the role as Arsenal's new attacking focal point. Isak ticks all the boxes for Mikel Arteta. There are, though, internal concerns over his injury record, particularly given the intensity of Arteta's teams. I'm telling you now, and listen, I understand the issue with the injury record, but you can see how this is going, can't you? You can see how all the excuses are going to come out. Yeah, we're not buying Gyökeres, too old. We can't pay 85 million for a 27-year-old. We love Isak. He ticks all the boxes that Arteta wants, but he's a bit injury prone. No, Osimhen, we don't want him. He gets injured too much. Injured. Not as good as we thought. Link-up play's not good enough. Yeah, but we'll sign Benjamin Sesko. You can see, can't you? You can see that. This Malero guy is better than the likes of Nico and other wingers in tight spaces. And we've been saying that for a while. I do think that Arteta wants a winger that can play in tight pockets, which is why he might not go for a player like Nico Williams, because the one thing that they say about players like Nico Williams, what we've seen is that he relies on space. And we've seen in Arsenal's last few games that a lot of the lower teams, they sit back and deny us space. So how would Nico Williams deal with a low block? Let me show you part 3 of what they've said, and this is the bad part. I said it was the good, the bad, and the ugly. The ugly was the excuse of Gyökeres. The bad was probably the next part what I'm about to show you. The good would have been the Isak part until he said they're worried about his injury record. What we got to hope is that Isak stays fit for the majority of the season, and then Arsenal think, okay, we can take the risk. You won't be surprised by this, people. Every little helps. Tesco settings. Benjamin Sesko. What is the obsession with this guy? I just will never know, apart from the fact he's 6'5". Benjamin Sesko remains of concrete interest to Arsenal. The club will continue to monitor Sesko and will be in a strong position to strike, having already completed much of the groundwork if the player is identified as their main target. You see how different the language is? They don't make any excuse. It's all positive. They're trying to build him up. The club will strike. They've done the groundwork. The deal's ready to be done. It's all that language. You know, when you talk about Gyökeres, well, can he do it in a good league? He's 28, blah, blah, blah. It's all excuses. It's crazy. I don't want this fraud at Arsenal. He ain't good enough. We're waiting for a striker. You're going to make me wait and bring this guy in. Do you know the unfortunate thing, SJ, is that Sammy Mockbell is a decent source. I wouldn't say he's A1. He's not like top, but he's not a bad source either. You know, he's not a bad source. So we'll see. We'll see. Listen, he could come to Arsenal and do really well, but I'm not convinced. I am not convinced by him. And they said in that article, Isak ticks all the boxes. Do you want me to tell you why Benjamin Sesko ticks the boxes of the club? Number one, I'll tell you why. Number one, he's about 50-odd million, which for them, it works. And Leipzig will probably accept it being paid over a few years. Number two, he's 21 years of age, and we're obsessed with buying young players, right? Which they don't always need to be young. And look, 26, 27 isn't old. He earns 100 grand a week in his new deal, right? Which for Arsenal is peanuts. We give 100 grand a week to Eddie Nketiah and Reece Nelson. So 100 grand a week means nothing. So even though we know from a football point of view, Gyökeres and Isak tick more boxes for what we need, they will dress up the Sesko deal in a better way. 50 odd million, 100 grand a week. He's 21 years of age. Also, he's not the kind of striker that's going to go crazy if he gets dropped sometimes, because he'll be happy to be at Arsenal. Arsenal we'll give you 170, 180, 5-year deal, live in London, play in the Prem. Not for me, people. Not for me. This kind of guy should be going to he should be going to Newcastle if we sign Isak. That to me is the level that he should be at. No disrespect. So I really hope once again that Sami Mokbel has actually got this wrong, because I don't want this guy. HR said, would you take Kolo Muani in January? No chance. I don't want him. I don't rate him. I just don't rate the guy. He runs around. I don't like him. I don't rate him. HR, Arsenal should sign Kirkes. Liverpool may sign him. I think at the end of this season, somebody will try and buy him. A very good left back. You look at teams like Man United at the moment, they don't have an actual left back. Luke Shaw always injured. You look at Liverpool, Robertson has been fading recently. You look at Arsenal, I mean, we've signed a whole heap of left backs and we still don't really have a left back. Playing centre backs left back, and the only left back we've got, Kieran Tierney, we're about to get rid of him. So, yeah, I think Kirkes will get a big move. A big move. Maybe even Man City would look at him, because Ake plays there, although Vardiol's played there a lot. So Ryan said we need a direct central midfielder, 100%. As I've said, for me, I would love to see Barella at Arsenal, but I just don't think he will leave Inter. He loves that club. African Giant said, hold on, I've got a phone call to make. That's the problem. Teams like Chelsea, you've got teams like Man United, potentially Liverpool. There's a lot of clubs that will be in for strikers in the summer. That's the issue. So we got to make our move early. Whoever we go for. Ghost Nathan said, both goalkeepers today were like magicians, making the ball disappear into the net without any magic tricks. I mean, Fraser Forster, the first one. Ball gets laid back to him. He takes a bit too long. Tries to lay it off to the defender. The defender gets caught out by Bruno. Bruno rolls it across. Xerxes scores. You think that doesn't look good, but he's probably being encouraged to do that by the manager, because everyone's doing this Pep Guardiola play out from the back. But the second one, you've got to check betting accounts, because why did he take so long to kick the ball forward? I have no idea. He controlled the ball. He could have kicked it. He looked around, Ahmad closed him down, and Ahmad slides in, he kicks the ball against his leg, and it goes in the empty net. You're like, what the hell is he doing? And you're thinking, that's bad enough. He made some crazy save where he could have gone down with his arms, and he kicked the ball away. And then Son lobs the Man United goalkeeper directly from a corner. The goalkeeper goes to punch it and misses it. You're like, what are these goalkeepers doing? Absolutely terrible. I don't know why he didn't play Onana. You know, Man United they haven't got many competitions they can win this year, but apparently his whole thing is that he wants to get them in Europe. So maybe the Europa League and the league will be a bigger priority for him. Just to say, people, we're 18 subscribers away from 85k, and there's over 3,100 of you in the chat. I'm sure some of you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. You know what? Subscriber only mode, people. If your name ain't down, you ain't coming in. VIP settings, click subscribe and you're in. We're 18 subscribers away, people. Let's get to 85k. The draw starts officially in 1 minute. But they're currently speaking to Big End. It's just who we are, mate. Highlight for life. Yob said, Big C, we do this every season. Next season we'll get quality players. Then next season comes along and we don't sign quality, just project players. Arteta out, Kroenke out. I hear you. We have one summer, you go, oh, that wasn't too bad. And the next summer, you're like, here they go again. To be successful, you got to go big summer. Big summer. But until you win the title. Once you've won the title, you might be able to go, you know what, we've won the title. We only need to get a couple of players this season. But until you do it, you've got to go big again. And this club don't. They stop when things are going well. Leo said, Limpar mentioned Victor in his early days as a footballer. He told us at Arsenal Norway official supporters group that Gyökeres is a boyhood Arsenal fan. Well, let's see. Because Gyökeres, according to reports, I'm not going to say this is true, but according to reports, they're saying Gyökeres favours a move to Man United over Arsenal. Apart from the fact that Amorim is your former manager, I don't see why he would want to go to Manchester United over Arsenal, man. They're 13th in the league. They might not even be playing in Europe next year. I'm pretty certain Arsenal will be in the Champions League next season. But you know what it's like as a player sometimes when you've played for a manager before and you've done well for him and you know he believes in you, plus Amorim gave him an opportunity, he took him from Coventry, maybe he feels he owes him that move, you know. And especially when Arsenal are putting out stories saying he's 27 nearly and we don't want him. So maybe we've gone to his agent, listen, we don't want him. If United want him, go to United. So it might not be him making that decision. Arsenal might have told the agent, we're looking at other players, and then he's going to go to United, isn't he? United will offer him crazy wages. They'll pay the money. It's his old manager. Would you take Semenyo in January? Semenyo is a good backup right winger, and sometimes you do have to think that your backup right winger, you know, nobody's really got two unbelievable right wingers. You look at Liverpool, they got Salah. Who's their backup right winger? Gakpo and Diaz play on the left. Núñez through the middle. Semenyo, 24, 4 goals. He's a live wire. It would depend how much he would cost. I wouldn't pay big money for him. But he would be a good option off the bench. He would be a good option off the bench, Semenyo. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, Rocky's on ITV. That's what? How long's it been on? Oh, it's just coming on. Which one is that? What is V? 5. Ah, Tommy. That's Tommy thingy. What's the guy's name? Tommy Gunn. If it was Rocky 4, 100%, I'm watching it. Rocky 5, I might. Background noise. We'll work with background noise with that one. The draw should be starting now, and they're not doing a damn thing. Surely I haven't. No, it will be on here, won't it? Yeah, no. Come on, hurry up, man. Get a move on. Right. They should be going live shortly. Sam Bond, have you noticed we only get linked to top strikers when the team is having a bad run? Then end up signing a defender, a keeper, merch, and PRFC. I told you, I said this in the stream earlier. I was absolutely delighted for Gabriel Jesus to score a hat-trick. But part of me thinks that Arsenal will cling to that hat-trick and say we don't need a striker. We've seen it before. Wenger used to do it. We were going to get a striker and then all of a sudden Danny Welbeck scores 2 goals and we don't buy one, or Giroud scores and we don't buy one. I said it before, do not get caught up in that Gabriel Jesus hat-trick. Eddie used to bang goals in the Carabao Cup. It was a brilliant hat-trick. If he does it for the next 10 games, maybe we'll have a conversation about him staying. Maybe he goes ahead of Havertz and you get rid of Havertz and keep Jesus. But for me, Arsenal still need a striker in January, never mind the end of the season. But I don't think we'll buy one until the summer. Dotton Peters, big up, bro. Thank you for the super sticker. Big up, Red Dust. Appreciate the support as always. Curtis, for some reason, it seems Arteta and the recruitment can't attract world-class players in their prime. It's either we sign young talents on the cheap when there is little to no competition for their signature, or City and Chelsea rejects. Well, we said this before, getting back into the Champions League. When have we actually gone and signed a world-class player? The draw is about to begin. We're 7 subscribers away from 85k people. Oh, they're having an advert. I thought they were going live. It's next after the break, so you probably got another 2 minutes. Liam Brady's left foot, Big C, another great stream. Big up to you. Story, by the way, Liam Brady, when I played for City Boys, which is like your district team, and when I was younger, Liam Brady came and took a coaching session. I know he's got great history with Arsenal, so yeah, little story there. Stuart, Big C, I think the owners have said to Arteta, you can have the job, but you don't spend over. Same thing that happened with Wenger. They've said to Arteta, probably for this year, listen, you had a 200 million summer last year, you bought Havertz, Timber, Declan Rice, David Raya. You are not getting a £200 million window next summer. You're going to have a cheaper window. And the compensation for you not having a lot of money to spend we're going to give you £15 million a season. We're going to make you the second highest paid manager in the Premier League. Only Pep gets more than Arteta in the Prem. How? He's won one FA Cup. How can he justify going to that board and saying, give me £15 million a season? He can't. It's protection money. You're going to be nice. You're going to be rich. You're going to get a bigger house, bigger car, better holidays. Your family's good. In exchange for less money, you're going to defend and deflect away from criticism from the ownership. And that was my problem with Arteta. You're now going to be a puppet on their strings. You know, they'll tell him what to say and what to do and what to think in exchange for a big wage. And that's the problem. That's what we're fighting against now. That's what we're fighting against. Curtis, City of Gods or Paid in Full? Both great films. I got to go Paid in Full, bro. I watched that film so many times. I loved it. Lil Z, City of Gods, big film. But I got to go Paid in Full, you know what I mean? Harlem. I got to go with that one. JP, Big C, you seen the Malero links? I mean, bro, I'm watching videos. I'm Googling him. I'm trying to figure out who he is. Looks a bit Santi Cazorla-ish, small, dribbles well, good footwork. I mean, it's difficult for me to get excited about a player like that. 21 years of age, not in the Spanish squad. Listen, he looks technically very gifted. If you were buying him for 25 million and it's a gamble, you're having a go, I might, but 50 mil? I don't know. I'm hoping it's paper talk. Christian Harkness, big up yourself. He's gifted one Curtis Shaw TV membership. Big up your damn self. Red Dust, did I read that? For some reason it seemed like... Yeah, we read that one. City and Chelsea rejects. If you'd have told me a few years ago that Jorginho and Kai Havertz were playing for Arsenal, I'd say you must be drunk. Or you must not have slept properly last night. You must be dreaming. Because how on earth do you end up signing those two? I know Jorginho for 12 million. He hasn't been terrible, but come on. Do you know why you know that it's wrong? Because when have Chelsea or Man United or Man City or Liverpool ever come to Arsenal and signed one of our players, you know, from... Have they ever turned up and gone, listen, we'll take El Neni off you for 15 million, Chelsea? Have we ever seen something crazy like that happen? Have we ever seen a team turn up and go, yo, Mustafi, we'll have him, 8 million? Or we've never seen that happen because it doesn't work the other way round, but we turn up and save the day. Industry Night said, is it true you only read comments from your friends? Some of us stay awake to stream you and you won't read our comments. Crazy. I just want to break it down. There's 3,200 people in the chat. You try reading everyone's comments. It's very difficult, right? So be patient. You guys know I probably read more comments than most channels on YouTube. So be patient. We will get there eventually. I'll see you when we get there. If we ever get there. See you when we get there. Just be patient, man. Be patient. Calmer. Relax. Man said, read my damn comment. I've been up all night. Go easy, man. Go easy, brother. Lucky Raj, big up for the super sticker, bro. I love that old JVC Arsenal shirt, man. Speed or The Rock? Welcome to The Rock. That was my Sean Connery accent, by the way. Apologies. Speed, very good film, adrenaline and all that. The Rock, breaking out of Alcatraz. The Rock is amazing. Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery, come on, bro. That's next level. That's next level. Right, come on. Are they ever going to do this draw? 10:30. It's 10:40. Come on. Here we go. Jamie Carragher and Jamie Redknapp. Former Liverpool player and former Tottenham player. Like, okay. We're probably going to get stitched here. Here we go, people. The draw for the Carabao Cup semi-final. Number 1 are Arsenal. Number 2 is Liverpool. 3 is Newcastle. 4 is Tottenham. The draw is underway. Number 1, Arsenal. Does that mean we play at home first? We're at home first. Don't give us number 2. Second leg at Anfield. He better not pull out number 2. Don't do it, Redknapp! Yeah! Yeah! Newcastle! Yes! Santiago! Arsenal against Newcastle. Carabao Cup semi-final. Vamos! Tottenham against Liverpool. Second leg's at St James's though, so we need to beat them at home. 4, Tottenham at home first, second leg at Anfield. Tottenham, you're out, mate. They're done. They ain't beating them. Second leg at Anfield, it ain't happening. Wow, Arsenal against Newcastle. Brilliant draw, I love that. Isak, we need to wrap him up this time. I love that draw. People, live reaction. Arsenal versus Newcastle in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. The first leg will be on January the 6th at the Emirates Stadium, or week commencing January the 6th. The second leg at the start of February. Arsenal against Newcastle. We got to be happy with that, people. Let's be totally honest. Newcastle are a good team, and we've struggled. The only thing I will say about that, you have got to win the home leg. You don't want to go to St James's Park without a victory in that home leg. But I am delighted with that. What do you guys make of that draw? And we've hit 85k. Big up your damn selves. Bo! Hey. Nah, let me stop dancing, man. That's what Lingard did to us, innit? At the Emirates. Hit the Millie Rock, man. I can't do that. We hit 85 racks, people. Big up your damn self. Who would have thought? Streaming in the car or on the phone with no microphone. With the £3... I always forget. What do you call these? Tripod. You know more than me. A £3 tripod. With the washing machine in the background. And we've just hit 85,000 subscribers, people. Absolute legends. Each and every one of you. We'll do a little bit of reaction to the Carabao Cup draw. Arsenal will play Newcastle. And Tottenham will play Liverpool. Fantastic draw. Honestly, you can't complain about that. The first leg will be at the Emirates. Second leg at Newcastle. If I could have made it perfect, I would have rather played them away from home first, then bring them back to the Emirates. But it is what it is. Shah said I'd rather got Tottenham. Listen, there's still a possibility of an Arsenal-Tottenham final. Remember the 800 subscribers days. Hey, man, they were good times, though, still. You know what I mean? 15k to go, people. 15k. We hunt down that 100 before the end of the season. Arsenal will play Newcastle in the Carabao Cup semi-final. First leg at the Emirates, second leg at St James's. Tottenham will play Liverpool. The first leg will be at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Second leg will be at Anfield. If you were predicting now, I'll be totally honest, prediction, and I don't like doing them, you would think Arsenal-Liverpool final, right? Realistically, they are the two favourites. Arsenal against Newcastle, Tottenham against Liverpool. What my advice here would be, Mikel Arteta, you need to pick a strong team for that semi-final first leg, because what you can't do is lose or draw the first game. We've got to beat them at the Emirates, then go to Newcastle with a lead and see what happens. So he needs to go strong. Wasim, you never read my comment. You fraud. 85k hypocrite. Congrats. I've stayed up all night and you're not reading my comments. Ah! Calm, people, calm. Big up yourself, Wasim, as always, man. Yeah, you're right. It's risky to predict, but on paper, although they say no one wins a football match on paper, you would like to think Arsenal beat Newcastle. You would think probably Liverpool would beat Tottenham with the second leg being at Anfield. But you never know. You never know. JP said, congrats on the 85k, bro. You could sell out every stadium in England. We're bigger than every football stadium in England, people. We can sell out all of them. If they need tickets selling, we can turn up and fill it. Big up everyone. Worldwide, people. Steppers, big up yourself, G. Hashtag progress. Everyday progression, people. That's what it's all about. Claudius, The Rock is unofficially Bond film. The Rock. The Rock? Oh, unofficial Bond film. Sean Connery. I was thinking, Sean Connery, legendary James Bond. That film is legit, people. That film is legit. I'm a bit disappointed that Rocky 5's on TV now. I wish it was Rocky 4. It was my favourite one. But hey. Anyway, listen, if we get to 100k, we might do a PS5 giveaway. Who knows? Who knows, people? It's an incentive. Hurry up. Let's get us there and we'll do it. No coincidence. More streams, more subs. You're right. As I said, we're gonna put our foot on the accelerator. I do think I've been a bit I won't say lazy, because I've still done a lot, but I think we can put out more content. Especially the neutral stuff as well, which is good, a lot more laid back, and we can just chill and vibe. So yeah, we're gonna do more content. People, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Legends. Apparently X has just dropped a KG diss track. I knew this guy. This guy don't mess about. Where is it? People, tell me where it is. I can't see it on his YouTube channel. Where has he put it? People, tell me where the diss track is before we get out of it. X just dropped a KG diss track. Or was it on DR Sports? DR. We can play that, man. They ain't going to do me on DR. All right, I'm going to play it before. It's called Snacking Femwa. Oh, my. Right, we're going to play it. How do I... Let me get that up. We're going to play this before we get out of here. X has dropped a diss track on KG called Snacking Femwa. And we're going to listen to it, live reaction. I haven't heard it. Here we go. Right. Snacking Femwa. Official video. Let's go. KG. Bang. Take it off. This might be quite loud, so if you're listening in on if you got the headphones on, then be careful. Right, let's get this going. Let's share the screen. Snacking Femwa diss. This guy is born entertainer, I can't lie. Right, let's go.
Know your team's falling and your head's balding. You know the streets talking. They wanna know if it's KG. Know that your team is dead. Brother got no hair in his head. It's like if it was your name. Bottle you in a split once again.
Hold it.
Know that your team's in the mud. Know you're a midnight milk dodge. Ain't got no canteen, got bun. Kilograms in a Dutch, but it's done. You claim your team's united, but them man divided. Strand united, condom hat or a head that's shining. Cookie YouTuber, you know about my team. Free at your home ground, Old Trafford, place looking brought down. New brothel, West Burst touchdown. Kid you lost weight, his mind with a few pounds. Thierry on ribs, Thierry hungry. Your teammate on and Ruben Study can't see me, no games. Not about to lie now, Fleck had it coming. Hot dog with eyebrows, hold on everybody, let's imitate Flex. Everybody sleeping, never doing that again. I take it back, hat glued on, Matilda's dad. Talking about my gap, never that. Can't stop me, moonwalking hairline, better join Robbie. 2 versus 1 now, Big X ain't about to run now. Stay calm, don't get vexed. Fast food Lukaku, Jada Pinkett.
How's he getting away with saying this, man?
Black and white, looking
I'm
like
not
the magpies.
I'm not the bad guy.
I'm cooking these sad guys, cleaning the cow, about to get baptized. Timon and Pumbaa, cheap meal thick Ross. 10 hog left the dunya, boiled egg in a soup for a boss. United view, KG's the midnight margin boo. DMXL looking like Baloo, flip flop flex have the Yana pussy. You hold corn too, know that I'm ready. Buying in a chamber, sharing them teddy. Come at the king with no hair in the belly. It's my mad fast food R. Kelly.
Food R. Kelly.
Know that your team is dead. Brother got no hair in his head.
Brother got no hair on his head.
It's like if it was your name.
No, they got Akafemwa in the video. Oh my days. They got Akafemwa in the video. Nah. Absolutely smashed it.
Ain't got no canteen, got bun. Kilograms in a Dutch, but it's done.
In the video.
Know that your team is dead. Brother got no hair in his head. It's like if it was your name. Bar leg you in a split once again. Know that your team's in the mud. Know you're a midnight milk dodge. Ain't got Polo canteen got bun. KG. Kilograms in the Dutch pot is done.
Kilograms in the Dutch pot. Nah. Listen. Let me tell you. Hey, listen. Let me tell you. DR, production value. And X, listen, you've smashed it. The thing is, KG's going to have to respond. You can't let a man do that to you. Production value. Salute. That guy's a born entertainer. I can't even lie. That guy's a born entertainer. Big him up. Listen, big up X. KG, you got to respond to that, bro. Coach Montero, congrats, fam. 85K. Run that intro. Big up to everyone locked in. Thank you for your support today. And Arsenal get Newcastle in the semi-final. Shout out X and KG, man. That's great entertainment. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We just hit 85K. See you tomorrow. Bless up, people. See you soon. Bless.